right, my people, we sit on top of this one. We be the ground for our social media. All of us sabi actress this way, Tommy Wellington. We be Banky W, sweetheart. We be Banky W, Bankole Wellington, heart trouble. The guy don't come out to come declare, say, you are my safe place. Naim at this way calling husband say the guy be in a safe place. Some people don't come out to talk and say, why you be your safe place? Say, who's that the guy handed the guy hold inside the guy who better pala pala. That's why you talk say na your safe place. Oh, no, say we get a pro on top of social media, we get it at a fold them. We get them sorrow. They don't still open mouth for the baby matter. Say, girl, why you call Banky W in safe place? Be say, Banky na the guy we hold inside the tight. Banky na the guy we be say, it's in a rest for your hand well. That's why come the safe place. What we go do where people no go talk social media? You drink water, then go talk, or you sit down, then talk, or you lie down, then talk. Now, wow. All right, my people, we sit on top of this one. We'll be to the way they ground on top of our social media. Bobrisky don't waka come out again. No, Bobrisky don't enter 18 again. Bobrisky. Bobrisky torn between love and luxury. 6 fans help to decide. Oh, I don't hear them so. He talk here for the quote. He said Nigerian cross-dress Idris Okuneye Olarewaju, also known as Bobrisky, has requested support from his fan. Bobrisky revealed that the man has been expressing interest in marriage for the past 7 years in a Facebook post. Alright, the guy talks, say, for the first time, your mommy is running to you all, my children, for advice. And Bobrisky, they talk this one. He said there's this young cute guy. He has been asking me out for 7 years now, and he's not been backing out. He said he's ready to marry me because he's in love with me, but he's not too comfortable. He said he looks so good. On the other hand, my sugar daddies said if I'm married, my allowance will stop. At least I get nothing less than $20,000 monthly from few of them. I am confused. Now, Bobrisky, they talk of this one, so. And when I know say people get my bad mouth to our people on top of social media. If you don't say you no one get a high BP, make you come out for social media. Because you get something where you go talk there. The kind basketball where you go here. Don't be small thing. Bobrisky don't come out to say make una advice am. Say get one bobo where they pursue am for the past 7 years. Say the guy they interested in am. Say in one man. Say wetin make him do. Say in the condemning children on top social media. Make them do it. Make them advise am on what to do. He still talk say if he go do am, them sugar daddies where they give am at least $20,000 dollars every month. Then say the thing go stop. So what him go do? This one pass me when man they toast him fellow man. This one he get as he be, and the be as he get my people. No be smart, no be smart all at all. He be like say we get a call. Make we please call, make we know who they call. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where they coming from?
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What's your name and where you coming from?
My name is Durararao.
Okay, Mr. Durararao. Mr. Durararao. This one who you call? This one, you know. Mr. Durararao. How you side now? Which side did they come, Mr. Durararao?
I come from Isaleko.
From Isaleko. Hi, Isaleko there now.
The hospital and bus is there.
How the traffic there that side?
Small. They move. No quick side, they move.
Which side of Isaleko be that? Because I hear P.
Broad Street.
Okay, for Broad Street. I hope said you hold up no day. Kitchen.
Kata.
All right, Mr. Dura. Make I help you expand the name small. You say your name now, Mr. Dura. Maybe I go Adam Bora too. That's what make all of us take a note. Say now, so we take the draw for Champion FM 90.7. We don't top of Tori where they ground for our social media. Which Tori you say they catch you well for social media? Which Tori be that?
The story of our former president.
That's one. That's one. Everybody they chook them out for the. You know how you take a see the matter. You say for them on.
My brother, live your life well so that people go mourn you. About you.
Sure, now they hear them so. Now the two they talk about that now. I don't hear Mr. Bora. So your own contribution we say make we live our life for that so that when person waka then go talk good about you, Abi.
Yes, my brother.
All right, thank you so much. Tomorrow na another day. If you call me from 1 till 5, I day here, Gidigba. Mr. Bora.
I don't make request.
You say?
I don't make request.
A request? My request show don't finish. But anyhow, make any request. Which one you want? Make I summarize? Which song?
Play me, Mr. Easy. Leg over.
I like that song, Mr. Bora. No vessel. If I know the name well, now so I take a sabi. Leg over by Mr. Easy, right? No wahala.
Yes.
No wahala. I go summer you, Mr. Easy. Leg over. Tomorrow I sit under here, Gidigba. I did for now. No leave, no transfer. I did like Iroko 3 and I tanda like Oluma. The Honorable Chido. Mama, we know the fumble. All right, Mr. Bora. Make you the listen. I go summer you. Leg over. Sharply.
Zagadat. Same time body tension. It's your boy.
It's E. Kelly.
They confuse me, yo, with that. But she got the guy where they send her money from London. She they see me that Johnny just come. Yeah. My monkey they walking, baboon he just the chop. Me I go chop all the washing. long as you give me my passion. Baby, me know they rush me. I beg you, make you treat me with caution. Leg over. My baby, give me over. Hangover. Baby, she dey give me hangover. Hey, leg over. Oh no, make give me leg over. Hey, game over. She dey come give me game over. Hey, I dey confuse you. Turn around, baby, you dey make her confuse. You do all I like a Cameroon. Rise the boy and baby make her confuse. Commando, you be commando. You dey command the boy, you take overload. Yeah, I know fit stand alone. I must call my guy, we for rendezvous. Yeah, I go trap for you washing. As long as you give me my passion. Baby, make you know they rush me. I beg you, make you treat me with caution. Leg over. My baby give me leg over, hangover. Baby she dey give me hangover, hey, leg over. But no make give me leg over, hey, game over. She dey come give me game over, It's your boy easy. Yeah, my baby they distract me with that. She get the guy where they send them
from Isaleko and say that place nothing the shells everywhere just a day butcher everything just they go silly welele everything just they go jajali and wayoli. All right, my people, make I give us this last story on top social media. I go talk my bye you, but this one I must talk. One Nigerian lady sent home on first day of work over skirt spark debate. Over skirt. Oh, they can't spark a debate online. They say one Nigerian sent home first day of work over her skirt, and it sparks debate online. A lady faced unexpected situation on her first day at her new job at a logistic firm. She was asked to leave due to her outfit. Specifically a skirt deemed inappropriate to the workplace. The Human Resource Department called the high slit of the skirt as the reason for her dismissal. I don't hear them so, and this one don't spark many reactions online. No be small thing, no. Her post was captioned POV first day at work and HR sent me back home because of my tight pleat skirt. No be small thing. I know not sabi so them way full on top social media. I know some ladies self don't come out to the talk who say within the HR self I define good kind place wait here. Some people say why you self go dress inappropriate come work. Some don't talk so many so many aproko where they shell on top our social media. So many tata for them, so many radio without a battery. Now we get they don't come, they get DM, some fire up, some tell them say why you say wear that kind of thing. Why some say she has to dress in what she's comfortable in. Una sabias women they take talk their own. It's a life where we there, you get as a view and the be as you get, my people. Anyone the way you they do, make you try to do them well. The one the way they buzz up and down on top of social media pass, not the bell and the death of our ex-president will be Muhammadu Buhari. Una see as people they come out to the talk on top social media. This a life where we day. Anything the way you they do, try it well. Make you put the fear of God before you do anything. Even if you know like a person, I beg. Try as much as possible. Make you come out to the person for your mother. Make you they live your life. Make you the hustle. They go. Now waiting Mr. Boraura talk. He make you just they live your life. They go. And just they do the one way you sabi say you sabi do pass. Even if people don't like you, even if people they talk, even if people they criticize you, just they do that one way you know say you sabi, you know say for this life people say allow them they underrate you, make them they look down on you, make your results shock them. Now so this life. My people, tomorrow now another day, and tomorrow now our throwback Thursday. track Thursday. Na him be the thing, tomorrow we be the gbedu where we go to play all through. Na do from the way past, gbedu from way back. We be say, make I not talk too much. Sports will take over by 5 o'clock, and the sports people don't under here gidigba. So my people, like I dey talk, make we dey careful out there. Make you be your brother's keeper. Make you love your fellow human being. Make you know just to do it. They talk yama. Make you look out for person. You just speak good about person. Anybody will be say you never hear from him, I beg try reach out to that person. Make you find out as that person did. When I see say this country where we did, so everybody did pass through a lot. Some they enter a lot, some just they come out for a lot, some still sit down for a lot, some just they enter. My people, tomorrow na another day. Thank God say we see today. And I believe say me and you go see tomorrow. And everybody where they hear me, we go still see tomorrow. We go still come here. We go come flex. We go happy. Do everything where we supposed to do. All right, people. Tomorrow na another day. Tomorrow na another beautiful day. Make I not talk too much. Bye Gario. Segobe. Kachifo. Odabo. Tomorrow na another day.
Another beautiful day. Another chance for a beautiful radio experience on Champion 90.7 FM.
The best players always follow the best players. They want to be top of the game because they are the ones they are there. Cannot rest or sleep because the other one can pass you.
There's a lot of young fighters right now. What I have done in boxing, I contributed a record in boxing for decades.
The only person that can come at this moment is somebody with the experience of African football.
There's no problem with challenging any fighter in the division. Each fighter has to motivate you. They have to make you want to get better during training camp.
In the international competition, Champions League, Confederations Cup, it's a long time that Nigerian club went to the finals.
From what I have seen, the quality of players that I've seen, and the level of the development of the game, I would give our national team just about 40%, which is not a bad thing.
Anthony Joshua, I want to fight you. I want to knock you out in the first round. I want to fight you. Stop talking nonsense.
The main event.
Butler with the move. Green. Curry. Three. It's time to look to the 5 red lights. And the Bahrain Grand Prix is underway.
The action is real. The adrenaline is pumping. And sports is never ending. Enjoy the ultimate showdown in sports talks and update on champion sports with the CCC on the MIC Kufre Ekpe on Champion 90.7 FM. Join in every Monday to Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. as we bring you the latest scores, breaking news and expert analysis and perspectives from the world of sports. Whatever your next is, we've got you covered. Get informed, get involved, and stay top of your game. Champion Sports on Champion 90.7 FM with Kufre Ekwe. Ignite the fire within you. Don't miss it.
The best players always follow the best players. They want to be of the game because they are the ones they are there. Cannot rest or sleep because the other one can pass you.
There's a lot of young fighters right now. What I have done in boxing, I contributed a record in boxing for decades.
The only person that can come at this moment is somebody with the experience of African football.
There's no problem with challenging any fighter in the heavyweight division. Each fighter has to motivate you. They have to make you want to get better during training camp.
In the international competition, Champions League, Confederations Cup, it's a long time that Nigerian club went until the finals.
From what I have seen, the qualities of players that I've seen, and the level of the development of the game, I would give our national team just about 40%, which is not a bad thing.
Anthony Joshua, I'll fight you. I want to knock you out in the first round. I want to fight you. Stop talking nonsense.
Thank you for still listening to Champion 90.7 FM. Take your time. It's about 5 minutes past the hour 5 on the PM side. Time to talk sports. It's the midweek edition of Champion Sports, where we'll bring you the latest in the world of sports. Some of them will try to help you make sense of them. And that's why yours truly, the CCC and the MIC, is back on the beat. Special thanks to Jude for sitting in yesterday. It was a one-man show yesterday, and did he do it fantastically well? Yes, he did. Jude, always a pleasure to have you beside yours truly. Good to have you on the show this evening.
Good evening, Kufre.
We have plenty to talk about. Thank you. About 2 more days before the Super Falcons of Nigeria take on the Copper Queens of Zambia. The Zambians have been talking tough, and I'm scared. I'm scared based on performances so far from the Nigerian ladies and from the Zambians. Aside that, we know that the quarterfinals of the Women's Euro Championship in Switzerland kickstart today. Norway, Italy are on duty. We'll try to perhaps do a bit of preview because it gets tougher from this stage. The last time the Italians played, they were butchered, yes, by the, not butchered, 3-1, not that big of a score line, but they were thought lessened by the Spaniards, who are the world champions. But we'll see how the knockout stages will pan out for all of these teams. I am particularly looking forward to the Swedes. The Swedes are playing some good football. I know the French are still there, the English are still there, and of course the Spaniards, like we said, the Germans also, but by virtue of the Swedes beating them the last time, somehow tampered with our expectations of them. But like I said, it's no man's land, and of course all man to himself. And from the knockout stages, you have to watch it, otherwise you will be sent packing. All right, these 2 continental championships, we also know that the South American version is also ongoing. Okay, so we'll try to as much as possible keep you updated. But again, a lot happening in the transfer window some big players have been, scouted, been torchlighted, and Ugo Ekitike is in there. Alexander Isak, Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, mentioned them. Lots of the star players are in the mix, and we'll bring you the latest about them. For Arsenal fans, we'll also let you know what's up with your club. Okay, so let's start from the Super Falcons game in the quarterfinals at the ongoing 2024 edition of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. They take on Zambia. I think I heard you a bit talk about the Super Falcons yesterday, but since it's a two-man show today, let's talk more about that, and then we can open the phone lines for listening audience to also sink their teeth into this conversation. I am not comfortable with the way the Super Falcons have been playing. I think we made that known a day after they drew goalless against Algeria, and now coming up against Zambia. I saw the South Africans play their last group game against Mali. Yes, against Mali. And that's a team that wants to retain their title. That's a team that wants to retain their title. And there is no Tembi Kadlana, their star player. He didn't come for this championship for one reason or the other. But Desiree Ellis has been able to blood new players into the older ones who won the competition in 2022. And I saw them play good football against Mali in their last group game. And I'm like, can our Super Falcons play this way? The South Africans knew what they were doing. For every long pass, there was someone at the end waiting to receive that ball. There's always someone where a pass has been sent to, and they know what they are doing. Slick passes, 1-2 touches, combinations, and all of that. They were getting everything almost right. And I'm like, what's happening? We have more star players in our Super Falcons than the South Africans. So, is it a case of the coach is not good enough? Or is it a case of individually we have the talents, but collectively the coach or the coaching crew has not been able to blot them together into a unit? Is it a case of the Super Falcons are just a flash in the pan? I don't know. Maybe that is what we'll try to decipher today. The conversation is not just ours, it's also for you who are listening to us right there. Of course, a point will come, open the phone lines for you to call us and let us know what you think about the Super Falcons team at this competition. Or are we going to see a different Super Falcons against Zambia on Friday?
All right, Kufre. Everything that you've said, I think if we look at it critically, it's part of the problem. Is these things are the problem that that are facing the Super Falcons, from the coach to the team itself. All of these things are the problems. We've highlighted these, on the show many times. When you look at the Super Falcons, we are not short of quality. That's why it's a big concern. We're not short of quality. We have the quality, but they don't get to play as a team. There's no cohesion. There's no pattern. You just mentioned the South Africans. What that means is that they have, and the coach has been able to project how he wants to play on these players, and they have taken this onto the pitch, to play. So that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a South African side who has a way of playing, a style. The coach, there's this philosophy. He has done that with the team. So it's already built in that team. It doesn't matter. You just mentioned a star player that didn't come for the competition. It doesn't matter. Whoever comes in, there is a flow. There is a pattern, for you to play. And that's what we're missing here, in the Super Falcons team. They look disjointed. I've said this many times. They look disjointed. They don't play as a team. Abysmal performances. Look at the last game, the one they played, the Botswana game. I watched that game and I was crying. I said, what is this? Is this the Super Falcons who we've been talking about to go on to win this title? They don't look like a team that wants to win it. And playing against this Zambian side, I won't lie to you, Kufre, I'm confident about this team playing Zambia, right? They've not inspired confidence from me, So Dimei, she has come out to talk off, that they're going to brush the Zambians aside, talk this and that, But look at this Zambia team, where we've been shy in this tournament. That's where they've excelled. Looking at the attacking line, from Rachel has scored 3 goals, and Banda has scored 3 goals as well. These are the attacking powers, and Nigeria, we've got 4 goals. Our highest goal scorer is Shiwendu Iozo, who came from the bench, scored 2 goals, and and we've scored just 4 goals. Yeah, we've been good at the back, no goals, but we can also say that is because probably we've been playing toothless opponents who have not really, troubled us defensively to test how strong we are defensively. Do you understand? So when you look at that's why I said it before, that the Zambians playing the Zambians is going to be a true test to this Super Falcons team. Playing against the likes of Banda, who has been prolific, in front of goals, and Rachel as well. They are joint second highest goal scorer in this competition, following Shebak of Morocco and also Ndiaye of Senegal. So when you look at this team, Kufre, I'll tell you that I'm particularly not impressed with Justin Madugu. What I've seen so far, I'm seeing a manager who is out of his depth. I won't lie to you, I'm not impressed. I don't see him as the coach who can take us, further, or who can take us further, who can bring us to that dominant place that we've been in continental football.
When we spoke about it last time, it was as if the guy is owing us money, and it was a way of us telling him and those who know him to tell him that hey, you need to go pay those guys their money because they're talking XYZ against you or about you. We need to be intentional when we are getting a national team coach. As a matter of fact, any football team or football academy must be very, very intentional about the coaching philosophy and the right coach to come and implement that philosophy as far as that team is concerned, because it is very, very important. Now, let's stay with the Super Falcons and let's draw inference or reference the South African national team. Desiree Ellis has been there since October 2016.
Yeah.
As interim manager or coach of the Bayana. 2 years after 2018, she was made permanent coach of the team. So 2016 to 2015, we're talking about 9 years. 9 years she has been there. And they got victory at the last tournament. That was the height, the peak of her handling the women's national team of South Africa. And you could see the fluidity, you could see the awareness of the squad, you could see that they play with intention, with a purpose to defend, to transit into the field, and to attack. Every time. And to even defend from attack when they lose possession. That is what we're saying. And for the Super Falcons with these talents, one of the few best goalkeepers in the world is in the Super Falcons. The best goalkeeper on the African continent in the last years is in the Super Falcons. Good enough. We have good defenders, good goalkeeper, and that's why we've not considered. It's all through, and that is good. That is one positive side to the Super Falcons that hopefully can speak for us against Zambia. The Zambians have been scoring goals aplenty. They will meet perhaps the best defense so far this tournament. Let's see who will crack first. Now, talking about the midfielders, we've not had a solid midfield in this tournament. And we can mention 3 top midfielders in Ucheibe, Deborah Abiodun, and Halimatu Anyide. They have not bossed that midfield in all of those games. Forget the 4 goals we scored against Tunisia. They have not done work very, very well. And of course, the attackers from Tony Payne, Rashida Ajibade has been awful, below par. Below par at this tournament. She almost single-handedly carried the Falcons at the 2023 World Cup. But 2 years down the line, she's not able to do that in this tournament. You're supposed to dominate. Aziza Shola, after the first goal, has been almost a shadow of herself.
Exactly.
Who else? Jennifer Ichegini,
Rishola Babajide, of course, is spark in the attack.
She has a bright spark.
Ifeoma Onumenu, I don't think, I've not seen her play. Maybe she's played a couple of minutes. But we have these guys up front, and we've not been able to score more than 4 goals. We could not score against Algeria. We couldn't score more than 1 goal against Botswana. That is an indictment on our attackers and the team generally. So you look at this and you say that so far, from administration to the team proper, the NFF and the coaching crew of the Super Eagles, they have not been intentional with, I mean, it's very easy for us to draw up a campaign, a project, and target Mission X.
Yeah.
Very, very easy. We can do something even better. We can name this project better than what the NFF has done. But putting those things in place, those indices and those resources to ensure that, yes, it is truly Mission X accomplished at the end of the day, that is the nitty-gritty of what we're talking about. And the NFF has not been able to do that. And that is showing at this competition. Based on what we've seen so far in the group stage of the competition. On Friday, going forward, things might change. But we don't know what tomorrow will say. We are not God. We're only speaking based on what has happened in those 3 games from the Super Falcons. Quickly, we need to cap this before we continue on the Women's Africa Cup of Nations.
Yes, Kufre, you know, apart from, you know, these faults that we've highlighted, I know we spoke about the first game, how they were wasteful in front of goals. Against Algeria, the same thing happened. 24 shots on goal, and they couldn't score. They couldn't convert their chances.
I think the only shot on target we had against Botswana was that goal. That was the first. Maybe we had more than one.
Yeah, no, we had more than one. In the first half,
the first one was that goal. The first one was that goal.
You know, 24 shots on goal, and we could not score. Missing flurry of chances. So it tells a lot about you know, this particular team. And you know, I can't lie to you, Kufred. I don't have this confidence going into that game against Zambia to tell you that they are going to win. You know, like I said, when you look at how both teams are fed in this competition, Zambia looks like the team who has the upper hand. Yeah, because of their form. And of course, their coach has also come out to say that they're not scared of whoever they face. Of course, it's the mentality of a champion. They proved that against the host nation, Morocco. They scored twice and led, you know. So, and the other games, they won. And they've also not lost a game. You know, they only conceded. But they've also, attack-wise, they've been very, very, very good. 6 goals in 3 games is good. And playing against this Nigeria, this Super Falcons side who has been shy of goal, you see the contrasting features that both teams have coming to face themselves in the quarterfinal. So I don't know what to tell you, but then Kufre is another opportunity for Nigeria to see if they can avenge the loss in the 3rd place, but they don't look like that team at the moment, and they don't inspire that confidence at all.
I don't think they should go with the mindset of revenge. Otherwise, they will be beaten for the 2nd consecutive time by the Zambians. All right. I don't think they should go with the mindset of revenge, because that will put some psychological pressure on them, especially considering the fact that they've been, based on their standard, shambolic in their last 2 games at this competition. So, Copper Queens of Zambia midfielder Rachel Nachula has stated why she and her mates are confident of beating the Super Falcons of Nigeria. She said, "We are not scared of any team. We can't be afraid of Nigeria. All we need to do is play to our coach's instructions. We are ready for Nigeria in 2022. We beat Nigeria, which is giving us the confidence. We are Copper Queens, and we believe we can beat any team." She's 39, and she's one of the star players for, Zambia. On the flip side, let's, quote what Salimatu Anyide has been saying, that the team, Super Falcons, are ready to face Zambia in their quarterfinal tie on Friday. And she said, and I quote, "We just have to keep doing what we are doing, stay focused, try to build ourselves for the game. We respect them. They're a good team, but we don't have to think about them so much. We have to focus on our build-up. We haven't really scored many goals, but the preparations is ongoing for us to create chances and convert them. We're ready for them. We're ready to play, and by the grace of God, we'll win. My message to Nigerians is to keep supporting us. We're not ready or really made, not really made you people happy, but your support and your prayers are very important for us. We are also doing our best as players to make Nigerians proud. Now, there's something a former player said, I think it was yesterday or there, Balan Bachu.
Yeah.
She's come out to say that the team should stay focused, don't get distracted by social media. Because I've been seeing a lot of posts from the Super Falcons, from the team, the handler team, and from the players. And I think that for me, I support the fact that they should stay focused and don't allow social media to distract them. She also said that social media is good if they want to post, but let them win the trophy first and they can do all the posting after that.
Yeah, I agree completely. I wanted to say that, Kufer, times have really changed. And these are the things that the likes of Alex Ferguson, during their time, the Arsene Wenger, those era of managers, we don't get to see all of these things. But nowadays in football, you get to see where players, after a game, they just on the social media to post activities, fun time. And you can do that, but you can do that and not showing it off on social media because you are playing a competition. At this time, the competition should be your number one priority. The goal, the objective, which of course is to win, should be what should drive you. So every other thing like social media posting, I also saw, I've seen many social media videos that they made to the Super Falcons, and I wanted to talk about it, but thank God you're saying it now. I think they should limit it. Or if not limited, they should stop it for now and focus on the goal, which is to win.
Super Falcons 2 of Ashley Plumter and Rashidat Ajibade have been included in the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations Group Stage Best 11. And the selection was compiled by the competition's technical study group. Plumter has impressed with her composure and defensivity on the left. South Africa's Bambanani Mbane and Kile Magama, as well as Zambia's Lushomo Mweba, are the other defenders on the short list. Ajibade has provided driving runs and technical finesse, linking midfield and attack with ease. But the former Atletico Madrid star was named Woman of the Match in Nigeria's second game against the Mares of Botswana. She needs to do more. She needs to crank the pressure and give us better performances, especially in the second half of the competition. Morocco star Giselle Chebak and South Africa's Rofulo Jane joined her in the midfield as the three midfielders in that list. The front three comprises of Rachel Kundanaji of Zambia, Barbara Banda of Zambia, and Ngwena Ndiaye of Senegal. Bayana of South Africa head coach Desiree Ellis was named best coach of the group stage. All right. So there you have it. The quarterfinals of the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations will start on Friday. It's going to start with the encounter between Nigeria and Zambia, and also that day we're going to see Morocco take on Mali as well. All right, we'll talk more about this subsequently tomorrow. But if you'd like to have your thoughts on the show, 0906 2024 907. 0906 2024 907. Let's stay with Women's Football Continental Championships and go to Europe. Due today, the quarterfinals of the European Championship Switzerland will kick off 8 p.m. We'll see Norway take on Italy. Do you think it's a 50-50 game?
Norway, Italy. Well, and the Italians, I've seen them play. Especially the game they played against Spain. They're a good team. They're a good team. I love what I saw in that game, despite the fact that the Spaniards, they're just an extraordinary team so far. Norway, Italy. I think it's going to be a contest. Yeah, it's going to be a contest. So 50-50, yes, I think it's going to be that way, 50-50. Norway, Italy, yeah, 50-50. Because I'm looking at both teams now and how they've also fared in their groups and, how they played. And, Norway, fantastic team in this competition. And there's the strength of these, the Norwegian team is that they like these up balls, and they've been really, really effective and dangerous, in set pieces. So that has been a strength in this team for the Norway side. For the Italians, it's the way they play their football, and definitely we're going to see an entertaining game, and we're going to see a beautiful game, and I just hope that the best team wins.
Let's tell you a couple of things about Norway and Italy as they go into this game tonight, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. For the Norwegians, of course, it's been a wonderful tournament for them so far. They have a 100% group stage record in Switzerland, as well as 2 European titles. But win there would propel them into the last 4 for the first time since 2013, which was also the most recent occasion that Italy made it out of a group stage. It's necessary to rewind all the way back to 1997 for the Azuris, the last time they were in the semi-finals of the competition. And Italy's group-ending defeat by Spain was comprehensive, but their tournament progress ensures that confidence is unlikely to have been knocked. And so they come up against Norway in tonight's first quarter of the Euros. We've seen plenty of goals at this tournament, and we expect more goals tonight. I think they've been averaging about 2.5 or 3 goals at this competition, and tonight definitely they'll be looking at adding to that. Just quickly bring you some stats before quarterfinals of the Women's Euro starts. We'll also look at the stats for the WAFCON as well. So far, 24 matches have been played, 89 goals have scored, an average of 3.71 goals per game. All right, and Esther Gonzalez with 4 goals from Spain is the top scorer in the Euros. Some very good returns as far as the Euros are concerned. Yeah,
we've seen plenty of goals, and not just the goals. It's how entertaining the games have also been. And a lot of quality play from these teams as well. You can imagine the number of goals, of course, which we know that the Spanish side are part of the highest scoring teams with 14 goals. Then we see I think that followed by that should be the Netherlands or England. Goals have been scored in the competition has not been shy of goals. They've been scoring plenty of goals. It tells you that they mean business here, and these teams their strength has been their attacking power. So when you get a lot of goals, it tells you about the attacking strength of the teams. When you get little goals, maybe the attackers are not doing the job, or the defenders have been really tight, defensively. But
how do you compare that to what we have in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations? 18 matches have been played, 45 goals have been scored. That's an average of 2.5 goals per game. Yeah,
we've not seen a lot of goals, in the AFCON. We've not seen a lot of goals in the AFCON. I think the teams that have scored a lot of goals are probably from the Group A games. We saw Zambia 2 goals in the first game. Then the other game they played, they scored 3 goals. We saw the Moroccans also pull 4 goals, and Senegal 4 goals. So we've not really seen a lot of goals. You can imagine the Nigeria Group B teams where Nigeria came top, 4 goals in total in 3 games. Tunisia, how many goals did they score? I think like 2 goals or 2 goals. 2 goals. They won 1-0 against
just Algeria.
Algeria, they scored 1 against Botswana. Then against Nigeria, they drew goalless. Then Tunisia 1-0. So you can see that we've not really seen a lot of goals. Even in other group as well, the Ghana group, we've not seen plenty of goals, and that is why we're having what we're having.
Let's go to South America. The Women's Nations Cup in that continent is also ongoing. Talking about the Copa America Femenina, and not a lot of games so far. We've told you already that Ecuador and Uruguay played out a 2-all draw. Chile beat Peru 3-0. Bolivia lost 4-0 to Paraguay. Brazil beat Venezuela by 2-0. Argentina beat Uruguay by 1-0. And good one for Ecuador as well. They won their second game of the group, beating Peru by 3-1. So 2 defeats in 2 games for Peru, considering 6 and scoring 1. Later today by 10 p.m., we're going to see Bolivia take on Brazil. And tomorrow by 1 a.m. Nigerian time, it's Venezuela against Colombia. All right. We'll have a lot of games per day at the Women's Copa America. Okay, let's leave there. Take a breather. We'll come back. We'll be looking at the big stories from the transfer meal and a couple of other stories concerning some star players in world football. Stay with us, Champion Sport on Champion 90.7 FM.
Zagadad. Same time body 10-10. It's your boy.
It's E. Kelly.
My baby, they confuse me, yo, with that. But she got the guy where they send the money from London. She they see me like a Johnny just come. Yeah. My monkey they okay, baboon he just the chop. Me I go chop all the washing, as long as you give me my passion. Baby make you know they rush me, I beg you make you treat me with caution. Leg over, my baby give me leg over. Hangover, baby she dey give me hangover. Hey, leg over, oh no make give me leg over. Hey, game over, she dey come give me game over. I dey confuse you, I dey confused when you turn around, baby you dey make her confused. You do all I like a Cameroon, mesmerize the boy and baby make her confused. Commando, you dey command.
The best players always follow the best players. They want to be top of the game because they are the ones they are there. Cannot rest or sleep because the other one can pass you.
There's a lot of young fighters right now. What I have done in boxing, I contributed a record in boxing for decades.
The only person that can come at this moment is somebody with the experience of African football.
There's no problem with challenging any fighter in the heavy division. Each fighter has to motivate you. They have to make you want to get better in training camp.
In the international competition, Champions League, Confederation Cup, it's a long time that Nigerian club went to the finals.
From what I have seen, the qualities of players that I've seen, and the level of the development of the game, I would give our national team just about 40%, which is not a bad thing.
Anthony Joshua, I want to fight you. I want to knock you out in the first round. I want to fight you. Stop talking nonsense.
All right, welcome back to the show. Champion Sport on Champion 90.7 FM, midweek edition. My name is Kufre. Jude Achilles is with me. Quickly to some transfer gist, stories, news, and this one has to do with Victor Osimhen. All right, after another rejection by Napoli, Galatasaray will table a new offer to complete the transfer of Victor Osimhen. And according to transfer report, Galatasaray new deal with bank guarantees will arrive today. Both teams have long agreed the fee is 75 million euros. Is how this money will be paid that has been the issue. Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis has now given 2 conditions for this transfer to happen. First, immediate payments has to be between 45 and 50 million euros, while the balance payment should not be deferred until June 30, 2026. Osimhen has not shifted his position that his next destination is Galatasaray, and somehow the club must ensure that they are able to meet that 45 to 50 million euros just to ensure that this deal goes through. as long as the player has said that now he wants to play for Galatasaray. So they must do right by the player to meet that first condition and also guarantee the second condition. But of course, we know what the guys at Napoli are trying to do.
Yeah,
they're trying to frustrate the player from leaving them to Galatasaray because they would have preferred him to go to Al Hilal. You know, like I was telling you the last time that I won't be surprised if the fee is more than 75 million euros that Al Hilal, you know, have promised Napoli. Maybe 75 could be the official, but who knows? For Napoli, the presidents, almost everyone there, trying very, very hard, glaringly so, to not allow Victor Osimhen choose his next destination.
Yeah, you know, this Victor Osimhen's transfer saga, you know, it's really, you know, tarried for too long. It's really unexpected. Though we understand that, you know, somehow, I'll say that is expected because of how the fallout we had with De Laurentiis. But, you know, De Laurentiis doing the most part to see that, you know, this deal is frustrated. It's not really a good thing. The player has come out to say that, look, I don't want to play. This is where I want to play now. When there was a time where Victor Osimhen was silent on his next destination, but now he has come out publicly to say that he wants to play for Galatasaray, and the club is doing what they can do. We can see the intent from Gala to ensure that this deal is done with. But this pullback and these obstacles seem to be coming from the part of Galatasaray, coming up with different conditions on, you know, on how to reach a deal. Yeah, I understand all of this structure. But let me tell you something. This is what Kaka said, and I think this is somehow what is playing out here. That's why I agree with you that the deal for Osimhen traveling to going to Al Hilal would have been of more benefit or more beneficial to Napoli in terms of how much they're going to get. Kaka came out to say that while he was still at AC Milan, Man City wanted to sign him, right? But Man City wanted to pay him more than what he was earning at Milan, and also what the club was going to get from Man City was also going to be high. But he chose Real Madrid, and Real Madrid was not going to pay as much as what Man City were going to pay at the time. So the club, according to him, the club was angry because they would have made more money, but that was where he wanted to go to. It wasn't about the money, it was about what he wanted to, where he wanted to go to and where he wanted to play. So for Man City, they would have paid more, and the club would have been more richer from that deal. So I think that is happening with Al Hilal and Al Hilal.
I don't know why it's always like that when it gets to the point that the player wants to leave, he doesn't want to play for you again. You don't consider the player anymore in the scheme of things. You only want to protect you. I know it's business. You always have to
There's
protect
a business
your own
part
side.
of it too. There's like we all know football is business, but come on, this player wants to leave, right?
Especially a player that won you almost single-handedly won you your Scudetto title the first time in over 30 years.
Yeah, we understand that there's a rift. You know, there's a rift that has something has happened, and of course, bad blood and all these things. But come on, it's clear. You don't want me, I don't want you. So let's go our separate ways. What you can't decide where I go next. You understand? You can't decide where I go next. You can't.
What is important for you as a club is if that club that wants to take the player off you meets
your
the release clause.
valuation. Yeah, they meet your valuation of the play, and it's even negotiable. It's negotiable, and I don't understand Napoli, and this is what we'll see with Gyökeres as well. A lot of these things are happening. I think we need to talk about all of these things. Players can move to where they want to go to. Clubs meet, talk about the deal, do the deal part. The players agree, do a deal, and ensure that the deal is done, and this player can have peace.
Let's move on to talk about Manchester United and Douglas Luiz. We understand that they have moved ahead of Everton in the race for Douglas Luiz. They are prepared to discuss the loan deal with Juventus with a view to a permanent transfer. Douglas Luiz, do you think he still has it to contribute to the midfield of Manchester United?
Well, for United, United has been inactive in this transfer market. We can see from Mbuemo's deal. Mbuemo's deal is taking like forever. And when you look at the clubs who have been serious in the transfer market, you can see how swift they are getting these players in their team. Look at Liverpool, no noise making, went for Florian Wirtz. The money was there, they paid. Frimpong, as before Arnold left, there was already a plan for replacement. Look at Man City, look at how swift they went with the signings that they had, back-to-back, Aït-Nouri, Sheki, Tijani Reinders, and look at Chelsea as well. Before we knew it, Pedro is Githins, and all of this. But look at what Arsenal is also doing. Nogard, Zubimendi, but United has not been like that. So it tells you how there's already this mirroring of how the next season is going to be. And that's why most times I try to cut the manager some slack, because you can't expect this manager to go into the season with the same players and perform miracles, right? So the club has to do part. For Douglas Costa, is it the player that United need at this time? Douglas Luiz from Juventus. Is it the player that United need at this time? It's not. It's not the player United need. And why is he leaving Juventus? Because he's not considered as a top player anymore. So why a team like, I think who was I speaking with? I think it was Timmy. We were talking about how United has fallen. Back in the days, United used to do business with the likes of Real Madrid. Real Madrid, yes. We have Cristiano Ronaldo, move there. We have David Beckham, move there. We have Ruud van Nistelrooy, move there. Michael Owen, move there. All of these players, Chicharito, move there. So, but now no big team wants to get a player from United because you guys
are no longer a big team.
Well, I can take that. I can take that. Yeah, I can take that because of where they found themselves. So it's really sad.
Still talking about Manchester United, they are demanding £58 million for Anthony. £58 million. Now, there are a couple of clubs interested in the Brazilian winger. The question is, can they cough out almost £60 million for Anthony?
Well,
Bayer Leverkusen, RB Leipzig, Newcastle United, Brighton.
Well, I'll tell you, Kufre, I can't pay 58 million for Anthony. Why? I can't pay, because I think United was actually tricked into that deal. That money was just too much for Anthony. It wasn't that player. Yeah, it wasn't that player. And that is what is happening to most of United players. They're hard to move on. You can't sell them. What you have to do, you have to reduce the valuation so you can just push them off and get sales to fund getting other players. For Anthony, I'm not sure if Bayer Leverkusen will want to cover that much money. How be Leipzig to pay for Anthony? United has to look for a way to sell these players, and that is what they have to do.
All right, United need to find a way. They need to reduce. I think they pretty much will have to do that cross-board. Jadon Sancho, perhaps nearing joining Juventus, Marcus Rashford, a lot of clubs being linked to the player, who is Twanzebe and Garnacho. I mean, these are the 5 players that Manchester United are looking at. Let's talk about let's look at another Nigerian player who also plays in Italy, Ademola Lookman. We understand that Inter Milan have reached an agreement with Ademola Lookman, club and the player, but they are ready to offer 40 million euros to Atalanta for the Nigerian forward. Don't know if Atalanta will accept that. Well,
there's a 60 million euros valuation. I think is among the top 10 highest valued player, in the Serie A. So for Lookman's quality, they have to pay. They have to pay the money that's on him. How the club values him. Inter Milan is a good club.
But can I know that you're not in the right position to answer this, but can 50 million euros cut it?
I don't think so.
For Ademola Lookman?
No, I don't think so.
Why so?
There's a 60 million valuation on him already, right? So this is how the club. This is the valuation of. And when you look at the market, honestly,
but they can negotiate. We just said that
they can negotiate. They can negotiate. Look at how much they're going for Ugo Ekitike.
Are you saying that 50 million euros for Ademola Lookman, if Inter are ready to pay that, 10 million euros more than what they currently are offering, that will be too small for a player of his caliber?
Of course, it's too small for him. It's too small.
So 60 million or nothing.
60 million or nothing. They were paying more for Ugo Ekitike, who is there to prove himself, in that early stage.
Just one season. I don't think he did up to
1 season, exactly.
25 goals.
Yeah, I think 24 goals or so. Okay. Yeah. So you're talking about
someone who won the Europa League almost single-handedly for the club,
and he has been consistent, with his performances. So
and he's the current African best.
Yes, African best player. So you can look at all of these things and
maybe
say,
I don't have money now. They didn't win the Champions League, so
they should go and look for money. They should go and look for money.
All right, 0906 2024 907, 0906 2023 907. 40 million euros from Inter to Atalanta for Ademola Lookman. Already, we understand that Inter and player have agreed, perhaps personal agreements, but the two clubs need to agree. So what do you think? Too small, or it's okay, or Inter need to cough out 60 million euros for the player to be able to join them? Talk to us about Victor Osimhen, if you have your thoughts about any aspect of the news about him, especially what we've discussed. Also, let us know your thoughts about this and whatever is happening in the world of sport you would like to contribute on. Hello, good evening.
Messi from Ojedu-Bega.
Messi, good to have you on the show. Welcome.
Good evening, Messi.
Good evening, Jude. I called yesterday. You didn't pick my call.
Oh, sorry about that, Messi.
Akufe was not in the show twice.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I want to talk about Madula.
Please go ahead.
Last season, he tried, if I'm not mistaken, he was able to score 15 goals and the hat-trick that helped them to win the Europa League. And 40 million to go to Inter Milan. That's very small if you ask me. Because that 40 million is for mid-level club. And with Ademola potential, he's already delivering on the big stage now. Compare other players that they are in the same way with him. He's even better than Kai Havertz, Anthony, that they bought 95 million and above for Man U. And this guy from United too, 5 million. And you want Ademola, African
best player
of the year for 40 million. It's too low of a ball for him. If you ask me, I will even value him for 70 million base value plus 10 million add-on minimum. Considering is he under contract? Is he young? So for him to go to Inter Milan, I would say he should stay in Atalanta.
But Messi, don't you think that because Ademola Lookman didn't continue on that same stride as of 2 seasons ago, that season they won the Europa League. I mean, it was a tempered 2024-2025 season for Ademola Lookman. Don't you think it's because of that clubs might not want to pay 60 million euros?
If Ademola should go to a club like Inter Milan, I would rather ask him to put it on paper that he will play every match, or he will have like 60 minutes plus in every game. Because yes, if he's going to that big stage, Inter Milan is a big club. Forget that they've not been consistent for a while, but they are a bigger club. And if because of form is not as solid like 2 seasons ago, the contract, you should have a sit down with them. This is what I want. This is what I want. But for that amount, it's still small for Ademola, because I can guarantee you, Ademola will give you 15 plus goals in a season. It's a striker that is upcoming. It's not even upcoming. It's a striker that Ademola can give you
it's
more
proven.
than 15
Yeah,
goals.
he's established.
If he's not injured, it's better than going and you are not playing. That he should have this in his contract. If he should guarantee him playing time. That I can say okay, it's better. But
all right.
if you should not just go and sit on the bench and 20 minutes, 30 minutes, they just want to buy him because of that value of the money.
All right,
40 million. It's low, it's low.
All right. Thank you so much, Messi, for talking to us on the show today. Hello.
Hello, yeah. Good evening, guys. Yeah.
Good evening to you.
Sunday,
welcome,
yeah.
Sunday. Talk to us.
Yeah, I feel like 40 million is a fair price to Ademola Lookman, considering his age. And for Inter Milan, me and you know that Italian clubs they don't pay much for players like that. For Inter to drop 40 million for Ademola Lookman, I feel like it's a fair price, and Atalanta just accept it and move on. I promise you, they won't overpay more than for that million.
You think you can pay 45, 50?
Yeah.
You think they can pay 45 or 50?
I don't think they overpay. Italian clubs don't pay. They don't pay much for players like that.
If they don't want to pay, they go.
Bro.
No, Abib. I mean, I want to sell my stuff for 60 million pounds or 60 million euros, and your first asking price or your first negotiating price is 40, and you're telling me you won't pay more than that.
You go.
I won't, bro.
Go with your money.
I won't.
Go with your money. I'll keep my player.
There are certain things I will look at when I want to sign a player.
Okay.
So I'm the one that is like 28 now.
27.
So 40 million for you is like a fair price. It's like a fair price.
A fair price, but not enough.
You won't get goals. So
you won't get what?
So you won't get me 30 goals in a season. In a season, not possible.
For a winger, come on, he's not a striker. For a winger. A winger 20 goals in all competitions for a winger is okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I want to say, sure.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
You won't pay more than 40 million pounds or euros for Ademola Lookman. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Welcome to Champion Sport. Yes, that's my name. Judy right here. What's your name?
Good evening. My name is Joshua.
Joshua, good to have you.
Good for you, sir. You have not been consistent for some. What happened?
My valuation don't drop, I know.
Okay. Anyway, the guy hold it down well.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
As for Ademola Lookman, if what's it called? Atalanta want to give him free to Inter is their business, whether 40 million or 60 million. Because I believe Ademola Lookman should be even more than that, be like from 80 or so. But as long as they pay Ademola Lookman well, that is my concern. If his personal term with Inter is okay, and Napoli or Atalanta feels that they want to give it out free to Inter, that is their personal business.
It's true.
And now for Sime, I now see why Chelsea was not really all out for him. Maybe because of all this back and forth, as if they saw it coming that Napoli will be playing hard ball like this. So they just decided to go for someone else. Because by now I believe it's place to be or perhaps he has also accepted the loan deal. Maybe it would have been easier for him. I don't know why his transfer is protracted. I don't know. It shouldn't be Osimhen. There are even other players that are not as good as him. I hear they have gotten club. Everything has been sorted out. I just wish him all the best.
But Joshua, quickly.
Can I know? I'm with you.
Quickly, 30 seconds. Don't you think that because Galatasaray are not that financially as strong as a club like Chelsea or PSG, and that's why we're having paying the fee in 2 or 3 installments?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he himself has lowered his demand, his wages, maybe Chelsea would have considered him at that time. But he says that thought that I'm not going lower than this, it has to be this. If he had lowered his wages, Chelsea would have sorted out everything by now for him. Even as it is now, it's disturbing him because he doesn't really know where he's starting from next, whether it's going to be Kala or Napoli. And if he's still with Napoli, he will not be able to give his best because his mind is out of that. It's like when you are in a relationship with somebody and your mind is no longer there, you never give your best.
All right.
So they should just sort it out. And perhaps his mind is not even in Saudi. What is it called? Saudi.
Alila.
So he will want to stay in Europe, and thank God, Ghana is in Champions League. They are qualified for Champions League. Each want to prove a point there.
All right, then.
So they should
Joshua.
just sort it out as quick as possible.
All right, thank you so much.
Have a nice day, guys. Please update me on Chelsea transfer if there's any.
Okay, thank you so much. Perhaps we'll do that tomorrow. We don't have time. I think the players are resting. I just saw a picture of Cole Palmer in his father's country, St. Kitts and Nevis. All right. Tomorrow we'll come talk more about what's up. Ugo Ekitike seems to be one of the hottest strikers. Newcastle United, one team, Liverpool, and one or two other clubs. Jude, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you, Kufri.
All right, join us again tomorrow. But music message for motivation coming up next with Doyin Kukoyi by 6 on the dot. Do stay tuned right here on Champion 90.7 FM. My name is Kufre Ekwe. Good evening.
Equality overload, yeah. I know fit stand alone. I must call my guy before rendezvous. I go chop all the washing, as long as you give me my passion. Baby, make you know they rush me. I beg you, make you treat me with caution. Leg over, my baby, give me leg over. Hangover. Baby, she dey give me hangover. Hey, let go. Don't know me, give me let go. Hey, game over. She dey can't give me game over. It's your boy easy. Hey, my baby they distract me with that. She the guy where they send her money from London. She just think that Johnny just up. I'm okay, baboon just the chop. I go chop all the washing, as long as you give me my passion. Baby, make you know the rushing. I beg you, make you treat me with caution. Leg over, my baby, give me leg over. Hangover, baby, she dey give me hangover. Hey, leg over. Don't make me let go. Game over. She just can't give me game over. I get confused when you turn around. Maybe you don't get confused. All I like is the camera. Commando, you be commando. You the commanding quality overload. Yeah. I don't feel stand alone. I must call my guy before rendezvous.
Champion 90.7 FM, the radio station. Champion 90.7 FM, the radio station for me.
With a veteran media personality and seasoned actress Doyin Kukoyi on Champion FM 90.7 every Monday, Wednesday and Friday 6 p.m. for your perfect blend of inspiring messages, electrifying conversations from our seasoned guests, infectious tweets and music from loaded playlist. Message music for motivation. where motivation meets inspiration every single time. Join eloquent Doyin Kukoyi on this program every Monday, Wednesday and Friday 6 p.m. on Champion FM 90.7. You can show that will ignite your life in a positive way. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok at MMM_234 to win some surprising, fantastic rewards. MMM. The program is a production of Force Rated Media and PR Limited and is supported by Amala Eco Restaurant in Nairobi, Kenya and in the city of Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria.
There be one for my hand, but God the win. There be one keep my joy, God the win. I say anything them, na God the win. No, na God the win. No, na God the win. No. Anything them do, na God the win. No, na God the win. No, na God the win. No. I don't change my name to God the win. I no more, I don't buy more to God the win. They say my market no go sell, but God the win. And then me say I no go blue, but God the win. Them my brother, let them try their luck. My God go win, no my God go win, no my Lord go win, no. Anything they do, na God the win, no na God the win, no na God the win, no. As you don't pass exam, God the win. And then me say you no go pass, but God the win. You wake up, see today last song, now the win. Robbers they rob, they no see you, brother. They no see you, my sister. Oh yeah, better fast. God the win, no na God the win, no na God the win, no. Anything I do, na God the win, no na God the win, no na God the win, no. As now your wedding day, na God the win. And he don't tell where they find, but God the win. See we go pop champagne today, God the win. And we go there dance, cause God the win. Oh, anything you win, God the win. And if you win election, my brother, God the win. Like if you win the contract, my friend, God the win. And if you check the countdown, my brother, God the win. And if your market say now God the win. Na God the win, no na God the win, no na God the win, no. Anything I do, na God the win, no na God the win, no na God the win, no. I don't get a lot, God the win. And I don't pay my rent, God the win. There be one for my hand, but God the win. There be one keep my joy, but God the win. I say anything them do, na God the win. No, na God the win, no, na God the win, no. Anything them do, na God the win. No, na God the win, no, na God the win, no. I don't change my name to God the win. No more, I don't buy more to God the win. They say my market no go sell, but God the win. And then me say I no go blue, but God the win. Them my brother, let them try that. My God go win, no my God go win, no my God go win, no. Anything I do, na God the win, no na God the win, no na God the win, no. As you don't pass exam, na God the win. And then me say you no go pass, God the win. You wake up, see today last song, na God the win. Robbers they rob, they no see you, brother. They no see you, my sister. Oh yeah, better fast. God the win, no na God the win, no na God the win, no. Anything I do, na God the win, no na God the win, no na God the win, no. As now your wedding day, na God the win. And you don't tell where you dey find, but God the win. See we go pop champagne today, God the win. And we go there dance, cause God the win. Oh, anything you win, na God the win. And if you win election, my brother, God the win. Like if you win the contract, my friend, God the win. And if you check the countdown, my brother, God the win. And if your market say na God the win, no na God the win, no na God the win, no. Anything
She's just a girl and she's on fire. Hotter than a fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire, filled with catastrophe, but she knows she can fly away. Oh, she got both feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Oh, she got her head in the clouds and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame. So bright she can burn your eyes. Better look the other way. You can try, but you'll never get her name. She's on top of the world, hottest of the hottest girls. Say, oh, we got our feet on the ground and we're burning it down. Oh, got our head in the clouds and we're coming down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Everybody stares as she goes by. They take it to the flame that's in her eyes. Watch her and she's lighting up the night. Nobody knows that she's a lonely girl, and it's a lonely world. But she gon' let it burn, baby, burn, baby. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. She's just a girl, but she's on fire.
MMM with a veteran media personality and seasoned actress Doyin Kukoyi on Champion FM 90.7 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. for your perfect blend of inspiring messages, electrifying conversations from our seasoned guests, just beats and music from loaded playlist. Music for motivation. MMM, where motivation meets inspiration every single time. Join Doyin Kukoyi on this program every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. on Champion FM 90.7. You can show that will ignite your life in a positive way. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok at MMM_234 to win some surprising, fantastic rewards. MMM. This program is a production of First Rated Media and PR and proudly supported by Amala Eco Restaurant in Nairobi, Kenya, and in the city of Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria.
I don't get a lot, God the way. And I don't pay my rent, God the way. There be one for my hand, but God the way. There be one keep my joy, but God the way. I say anything them do not God the way. No, not God the way. No, not God the way, no. Anything them do not God the way. No, not God the way. No, not God the way, no. I don't change my name to God the way. I no more, I don't buy more to God the way. And see my market no go sell for God the way. And then me say I no go blue for God the way. Them my brother, let them try their luck, my God the way. No my God.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Message Music for Motivation MMM. This is a program where the right message meets with the right music for you to be motivated to make the right decision. This is a production First Rated Media and PR Limited. And as you all know, this program comes up every Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays on this same station by 6 p.m. I'm your host, Adedo Nkukoi. Get ready for another 60 minutes of inspiring messages, infectious music, and electrifying conversation. But don't forget to unveil today's discussion, like I always say. I need for you to join our social media platform at MMM_NG234. I'll say that again, at MMM_NG234. We will be responding to your questions, your contributions, whatever question you have for us. Just drop in your message and we are sure going to get back to you. During the conversation on today's program, our phone lines will be opened. Stay tuned, don't touch the dial. The motivation party is about to start.
Why you no go dance like God do we? No, not God do we. No, God do we know. Anything I do, not God do we. No, not God.
You're still listening to Message Music for Motivation on Champion 90.7 FM. Like I said, I remain yours sincerely, Adedo Nkukoi. Today, it's an honor to have Dr. Aminat Olawumi Ige with us this evening, sharing our remarkable journey as a trailblazing mathematician. Let me say that again. A trailblazing mathematician. You having a female mathematician, you know what that means, right? She's also an educator. Dr. Ige's passion for mathematics and education is rooted in her desire to positively impact people's lives, especially young girls and women in STEM fields. As the overall best PhD thesis winner at the University of Lagos, she has demonstrated exceptional academic excellence and dedication to her research. Through her foundation, Yeye Aminat YOA Foundation, Dr. Ige provides educational support, mentorship, and resources to empower young people. Our commitment to community development and societal development is evident in our work with various projects and initiatives, including the YOA Mathematics Competition, which aims to nurture young minds in mathematics. Dr. Ige's story is one of resilience and determination. Despite facing challenges such as marital turbulence, mental health issues, and armed robbery attacks during her PhD program, she persevered and emerged victorious. Her thesis, O Metric Spaces, a novel unification and generalization of metric type spaces with applications in fixed point theory, has made significant contributions to our field. As a motivational speaker, Dr. Ige conveys a message of hope and determination, encouraging young people to believe in themselves and pursue their passions. Her legacy continues to inspire aspiring scholars and young people everywhere. paving the way for future generations. Ladies and gentlemen, help me in welcoming to this program Dr. Aminat Ige. Doctor, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Oh my word. Your profile, your biography is amazing. I'm going to start by saying congratulations. You're such an inspiration to a lot of young women out there.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. So we're just going to go straight into it. My first question to you, Doctor.
Yes.
Now, as a lecturer and a public speaker, how do you make complex mathematical concepts accessible to your audience?
Well, good evening once again. Well, how do I make concepts that simply accessible to my audience?
Yes,
now, first, it depends on who my audience is at every particular point in time. Okay. So all I have to do and what I do is that I tailor it to what they can relate with. Real life concepts that they can relate it to. Even if it's just going to serve because of understanding the concept at that period. It is not being lost in my world. For instance, I'm going to give you an example. My physics, I'm sure you looked at the title and I don't think you're able to make meaning of it. However, when I defended that the first time, in a hall of about 30-something professors, none of them was a mathematics professor. Wow. And while I was working through that, I asked myself, how could I explain all this? Even though they are professors in anatomy, in history, in this, in fact, my area of mathematics is abstract mathematics. Not even every mathematician can relate to it, at a tap. So what did I do? I broke down the title, and fixed points, metric, the unification, the whole in the whole metric is my name, me. And I related it to what they can visualize, imagine. So I explained that physics with a pot of amala on a camp gas. And because fixed point theory is relatable to real life, and a pot of amala or a cup of tea is so straightforward, I use that. And I explained the concept of metric using distance when Danfo drivers, conductors convey passengers from one point to another. Now, they are professors, but they are not in my field. But I've taken them to something they do every day or
that they can relate with.
Every day, So if I'm going to take that to students in nursery and primary school, I will find something relatable as well, real life, something they can find around them that I use to explain the concept. And whenever I do that, I get this remark, oh, wow, so it's not that difficult. So that is how I break down the concept.
Okay, now let me ask you. I know a lot of people would want to ask, being a woman, what is that thing that drives your passion for mathematics and education?
Well, I love the fact that you started with being a woman.
Yes.
The truth is that women are natural problem solvers. So I wonder why people think we should not have women in such fields. Because the problem of every member of the family comes back to the woman. She wants to make sure the man is fine. She wants to make sure the children, as she's attending to the husband, then to the daughter, to the son, to our brothers, it naturally falls back on the woman. So I think we should even have more women in this kind of field. So problem solving, cracking hard nuts, thinking out of the box. There is this slogan in my house, say, Mommy always has an answer. Mommy
always has a solution.
Yes. And that is the spirit of mathematics, and that's why we call it the mother of life, the mother of sciences, and life is scientific. So doing this exceptionally, finding solutions to problems, looking at something people think is so complex, and I'm like, but this thing is there and has a solution. Why can't I find a solution to it, and why can't somebody else? If somebody else can, I can. I think that's what drives me, my passion for mathematics.
Wonderful. You can also be a part of this discussion on MMM by calling us on 090-620-23907. 090-620-24907. Be a part of this discussion. Let's have a chat with Dr. Aminat Olaomi Ige. All right, Doctor. Your foundation, Yeyoge Aminat, why a foundation? It focuses on mentoring and empowering the youth, Can you tell us more about its mission and impact?
Yeah, so YOS Foundation is a foundation I started about 8 years ago, or yes, about 8 years ago. It was at the point where I was crowned with the title of Yeye of my kingdom, and not for fancy, but because the king felt that I am doing a lot, for the youth, and he actually, of blessed memory, he actually felt if I am in the cabinet, a lot of problems that has to do or issues that surround the youth will not be handled by people who do not know what to be done when it comes to matters that concerns youth. That was what inspired, and then I said, okay, if I start this will be an NGO and I can do things on my own. However, the first baby of that foundation was a mathematics competition. So I looked at it. When we talk about youth, the first thing that would come to anyone's mind, youth, education.
Education.
So, and I'm like, education. What is that area of education that the youth or the or younger ones dread, and we can still work on mathematics? I know everybody has this mathematics. So, and this is my field. So I went into the mathematics competition then. Also because in the world of today, we know what STEM is. We know STEM is the thing. And we know that everywhere in the world now, one thing to be in STEM is a double thing to be a female in STEM. So I started with girls. So that's actually the baby. Then we moved on to mentoring youth. So every year, students write UTME and they get admitted into the university. So I partnered with them. Some indigenous free tutorial. I'm also their matron. I also teach for free there to give orientation to those students before they go to the university.
Right.
So I invite speakers, myself, I will join, and we don't have together, and we orientate them and follow them through university. Then we now took it further to old women and widows. So there's no schedule for it. Whenever I am capable or I get support from somewhere, we just do something for them. We can't send them back to school, but we can help with relief items. So that's all we've been able to do so far. While we are hoping to do more.
Amazing. Now, here is a quote from you, Doctor. It said, "For every step backwards, I took 3 forwards in recovery. I suffered depression, got divorced, remarried, and battled health challenges during my PhD program, but I never gave up." Do you want to throw a little more light into that? How were you able to see yourself through all of this? Because with what I have read here, this can actually break someone.
Yes. Well, let's say first God, second God, third God. It's always been God first, second, third. Then determination.
Right.
Yes, when I say for every step backward, I took 3 forward. What that means is that, sometimes when I am sick, for instance, I've gone through few surgeries in my life. And, after surgery, some people recuperate in 2 weeks, some in 1 week. Unfortunately, sometimes I spend 2 months before I am able to jump around. However, when I eventually get out of it, I triple my effort. I make sure I catch up, and not only catch up, I would tell myself that, by this time, if you were not sick, what would you have achieved? 3 things. Now that you are fine, instead of those 3 things, I want you to achieve 9. I want you to tell the devil that you are a liar. And that's why I actually said that slogan that I'm not going to no grief for any failure. Because the only way I can look backwards later in the future and not regret and not, be accountable and not say that, I would have been here, I would have been in such a place by now. No, because of, I don't want to bring up build excuses at all. I don't want that even because of, so I just thank God to begin with. Then my late father of blessed memory, my father will always tell me that there's nothing that your heart to do that you can't do.
That you can't achieve.
That when the devil pulls you, you should box the devil back. That as long as you don't give in, the devil can have a place with you. So, and then finally, which is also a very important, each time, sometimes when I feel as things or I'm sick or I'm depressed, and then when I eventually get through it, there's a spirit that would say, why don't you just relax? After all, you will die one day. Just take things easy. But when I remember the world out there, the people who are waiting to get inspired by
you,
my successes, I just tell myself, if I'm not doing this for myself, I have to do it for those people. Jump up and go into action now, and that is it.
Compassion. That's really nice to hear. Now, as a recipient of the Best PhD Thesis Award in Sciences and overall Best PhD Thesis Award at the University of Lagos, what advice would you give to aspiring researchers?
Focus. Yeah, number one, the big one is that there needs to be focus. So, my background story is that there's resilience, I'm determined, and all that. But the center of it is focus. Because if I am not focused, no matter how determined I am, you just have determination and it will not amount to anything. Then I will always advise the researchers to kill the fear. There's this fear that comes especially with PhD, the fear of, will I finish? There are people who spend 20, 25 years on PhD, and when you meet them, they will tell you, I spent 25 years on mine. And if you allow that to creep into your own world, into your own heart, you will realize that you are planning to fail, even when the failure is not right in front of you. And there's something about research, even though we are not there yet in Africa. I tell people that even a failed research is a successful research because your failure is already a success. Now, whenever you stop research, if you let's say you experiment with 7 chemicals, let me go that route, and at the end of the day you realize that all 7 chemicals fail to take care of your problem. It's a success because the result of that research will be taken by another researcher, and that person will not bother taking those 7 chemicals anymore. So they are a success story because you have helped the next researcher to be able to start not from the ground anymore, but from a vantage position because of your own research. So do not give in to fear. Be focused and believe that you are going to win. Believe that you are going to be successful and you will.
Thank you very much. Like I said, we're still talking with Dr. Aminat Olaunmi Ige, PhD Mathematics, the best overall thesis from LASU. Yes, a very strong woman at that. So you can also be part of this discussion by calling on 090-620-23907. 090-620-24907. Now, Doctor, you've held various roles, including Assistant Director of Alumni Relations at LASU and Public Relations Officer for OWSD. How do you balance these responsibilities?
Thank you. Yeah, first I need to quickly state that the award is from the University of Lagos, UNILAG, not LASU. Yes, but it's fine. People mix it up because I actually teach mathematics at LASU. But I took the PhD at the University of Lagos. So how do I balance these roles? Alumni relations, that's admin, PRO, OWSD, yes, the community and all that. Well, I always give all the glory back to God for the strength, even when in the face of the world I may not look so strong, but to God, that's one. Then another thing I do is this. There are times when I have 3-4 things that cut across these boxes, and how do I pick which one to jump on next? I would imagine the impact. I would imagine the number of people that would benefit or that we gain from whatever I pick next, where the impact goes. Now, first thing is that I teach. I am accountable to my employer. So between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., unless I don't have lectures, because, you know, as a lecturer, we have free time. That time is dedicated to teaching. But if I have free time, I sit in my office. And, you know, it's great that we have technology, so I can do a lot of things online. So because of technology, I find it easier to balance. Because of God, I got strength to balance them. And if I have to choose when I'm at crossroads, I choose the one that is most impactful at that moment, that is going to help a lot of people have either danger or is going to lift their hope, is going to help their faith, or is going to. I put myself last, actually. And that is the way I choose which one to go for next.
Now, you work with the Lagos project, and Ready, Set, Work Lagos project demonstrates your commitment to community development. What motivated you to get involved in this project?
Oh, so the Ready, Set, Work project, the Lagos State project, I am Lagosian, so anything that my state gets involved in, I am always ready to join as one. Another thing is that volunteering is a very beautiful thing to do, and I love to do it. Because when you volunteer, it's like you burning your own candles to produce work for some other people to build their own candles. And just means that you're applicating yourself in many places. Now, I have the opportunity to work in the bank before in the corporate sector. Now, I eventually became a lecturer, but I can bring in that difference because a lot of my students will be going to the world and they will not be teaching. Many of them will be going into the corporate world as well. So, Ready-Set Work is a program that prepares students for the work of labor, penultimate year students. So, I was very happy to serve because I went there to teach them for free what I learned in my years.
Let's quickly pick this call, Doctor. We have a call for you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear you. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear you. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I'm sure the person will call back. Go ahead, Doctor.
Okay. So, my experience as a banker, and most especially because I had poor orientation before I went into the corporate world. As students, we don't really get to know what happens in offices, in those towers out there. In fact, my first job, when I first got an opening to work in the banking sector as an undergraduate, as a fresh graduate, pardon me, yes. I rejected it. I told myself I cannot wake. They said bankers wake at 4 a.m. and they don't get back home until 10 p.m. and they can just get to the office and get fired. I don't want that kind of job. No one told us that no, it's not going to be the same for you. It's not, some of these things are not true. Also, your role in your company, how you deliver, can set you apart. No one told me. It took me years before I eventually settled for that job. And when I got it, I found it very interesting. In fact, I won the overall Best Guided Student Award in the Banking Academy as well. And all the fears they, planted into us as undergraduates, I couldn't find them anywhere because I was doing my job. So I did not want those students to also have that fear. And apply, like they don't apply for those jobs because of those stereotypes that have been built into them. So I was so happy to join about, I think, 3 editions beyond year 13 weeks, to be able to help those students overcome their fears, to orientate them about the corporate, to prepare them for the world of work out there. And I have a lot of positive feedbacks from some of them even till today.
Fantastic. We have a message from our YouTube. This is from Bash from Ghana. He says, thank you for all your motivation and support for the younger ones and support for the community. That is especially for you, Doctor.
No, thank you, Bash. Thank you very much.
Okay, so how do you prioritize your time? Okay, we have another call. Let's quickly pick this. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma.
What's your name and where are you calling from there?
My name is Aliyah. Okay. I'm calling from Ogba, Lagos State.
All right, darling. What question do you have for Dr. Ige?
Ma, my question is that I want a motivation speech for ma because I'm done with secondary school, but I still don't know how to decide on what I want to do. Like the course I'll go for in the university. And again, I'm having difficulties with mathematics.
You're having difficulty. You don't like mathematics. You're having difficulties with it.
Yes, ma.
And you want her to motivate you based on the course you want to go do in the university because you're not sure, right?
Yes, ma. Yes,
okay,
ma.
Darling. So sit back and listen to what the doctor has to say. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Doctor, that's a question for you.
Okay, Aliyah. Yeah, wow. Yes, a lot of people have this phobia for mathematics. I caught both questions. The first one says that she is done with secondary school, but she doesn't even know what to do next.
Yes.
And then the second one says that she does not like mathematics.
Right.
For him, we're all not going to like it. It's not like we're all going to. I don't like geography. Now I'm saying that on here now.
All right.
But I didn't fail geography. So when it is necessary to pass a course, you have to make sure you understand it to pass it. Now, for you to have extra passion for it, first you must have, like space maybe on the surface, then you put in the work. Now, most people, the mistake they make with mathematics is this, and mathematics does not like it. You don't jump step 1 and 2 and go to step 3. Thinking that if you don't skip any step in mathematics. So I tell my students, even in year 1, year 2, that if there's any part of mathematics in GSS 2 that you had issues with while you are in the university, now go back to it. A textbook or go online, play with it. Now you are more mature. Make sure you go and understand that concept, because as basic as it seems, it will continue to affect you, and you will carry over that problem over and over across till you finish, and you will have, and that will make you hate mathematics. You need to do a lot of, Aliyah, if you are listening to me, you can go back to basic mathematics. You need to do a lot of practice, exercises. That's what mathematics likes. You solve questions. See, mathematics. I say mathematics is the possessive boyfriend. I used to say that. That always wants to have your attention. So you have to give mathematics the time. You need to practice it. Then when it becomes a part of you, then you don't need to do much anymore. About knowing what to do in life, Aliyah, if you can chat me up on some of my social media pages, just Google my name, you will see all my pages. I can take time to talk to you, because there is no general approach to it. First, I need to know, or you need to ask yourself what you like to do. One thing that you think you love to do, you get tired of, even if you are not paid or you are not commended for doing it. That's one thing that that's what we call your passion, or what you do effortlessly.
Something you have passion for.
Yes, we can now build on what your future would look like from it. Don't follow the crowd. That's what I will tell you. You can chat me up and we'll take it further.
All right, Aliyah, that's from the doctor, okay? You need to follow us, yes, at MMM_NG234, and also look out for Dr. Amina Tolaumi Ige's social media handle, okay? There she would have a one-on-one with you. Is that okay, Aliyah? Thank you very much. Okay, so doctor, now your foundation and mentoring hub aim to replicate your strength and wins through motivation and inspiration. Can you put more light on this vision?
Yes, so when I talk about replicating my strength and wins, so I used to say that there is a piece of so many people in me. I don't want to say of everybody, because I've not faced every challenges on it, but there's a piece of everyone in me. So there are different areas of my life that a lot of people can get inspiration from. So I had financial struggle at a point in my life when I lost my dad, and I was a fresh undergraduate. I couldn't pay school fees. In fact, from my house to my campus was 10 naira by bus. Sometimes I couldn't even afford it at some point. I would join the conductor. I would hang by, and then I was very skinny, and eventually somebody would say, "No, don't come in, sit down." There will be people currently at that state now, in such position. If you talk about health challenges, yes, my life is very funny. You would see me as a very strong person. One moment I'm down, but the next moment I'm up, and once I'm up, I am up there. So if anyone has health breakdowns, I want that person to replicate my strength. I want to replicate my strength. I want that person to borrow from the strength that I've had health challenge, and I've had the most dreaded health challenge, cancer, and I overcame it.
Wow.
So if it was after cancer that I still went ahead to win awards, to become all that I am today and what I am still hoping to become, because I have ambitions for 2027 and beyond, then even with anyone else, then that person can as well. If it's financial struggle, have been through it. So those people in that state right now can also become whoever they want to become. They would overcome. If it's marital failure, trust me, I've been there. If it's depression, I've been in, out on drugs until I was finally half of it. if it, some people say, oh, because I don't have a father, I've lost my father. If it's discrimination, stigmatization in the society, I've had my ample share of it. So that's what I mean by you creating my strength. If I can tell you that this happens to me, and yet today I am standing, so that the things I do, I ignore my distractions. I look at my obstacles, I put them by the left, and I continue to strive on my right, and I continue to chase my goals. You chase me, I'm chasing something else. When you're tired, you leave me. You don't chase me anymore. So then they can also do so. So if they borrow from my strength and look at my wins, get inspired through my wins, I want them to even win more than I do, to even get to higher heights than I have attained, because I'm still more as well. So that is why whenever I talk to people, I look at the audience, because you cannot be a prophet for everyone on earth. You have a target audience. So my ministry, if I want to put it this way, my assignment is to people in these categories. And more categories to come, because I'm already stirring new waters, and there is another audience for that. So, yes.
So
that's what I mean by
the struggle still continues. You're not stopping anytime soon.
No. No. I have a vision for 2027, and I'm going to be carrying along a lot of girls, a lot of youth, because Are
you talking in terms of politics?
Yes, I'm going to be contesting the elections January 11, 2027 by God's grace.
By God's grace. We wish you the very best, Doctor.
Thank you.
I mean, seeing women doing great things, why not?
Yes.
Keep going.
Thank you.
Keep going. Okay, now, so all work and no play, I want to believe, makes Dr. Aminat Olawumi a dull person. So how do you find time to relax? If you're not working, if you're not teaching, if you're not mentoring, how do you find time for yourself? Do you ever have a me time?
I'm wed. So what do? I am someone who works around the clock. But when it is time to shut down, when I feel the need to shut down, I can shut down in the middle of anything. That is me. Yes. Once I feel I am not delivering optimally, that means that my body is tired. Even if on a Monday morning, I will shut down if I have to. But the funny part of it, the reason why I said I'm worried, is that when I say I shut down, my doctor would say, when she says she's resting, she's not resting, she's not just on the street. How do I relax? I go through my DMs, I talk to people. Now, I relax by talking to people like Halia. I relax by talking to people who have a lot of women, ladies who are battling cancer, that have reached out to me. I ask them how far, I check on them. I have people who are even not in Nigeria, who have marital struggles. I have people who are struggling with mathematics, who are taking on their MSc. So I relax by still talking to people. That is it. And after talking to them, the moment I hear the word, oh, great, I think I can do it now. Thank you for saying this. It's like you've just refueled me. I garner a lot of strength to go out again. And, my usual 5-6 hours sleep at night. That's the thing I do. But I love family. So in the middle of all of this, if my daughter comes in, or my baby, or anybody, if I have to attend to family, I'll just drop my phone and attend to family at that period. So if there's anything outside talking to people that I do for fun, it is catching fun, just playing with my family. Whatever they are doing, I don't have something special, but whatever they are doing, I do with them. When they smile, I am happy.
Dr. Aminat, if your own idea of a me time is talking to people and still working,
it's weird, yes.
It is absolutely weird.
My doctor says that. My doctor says that, actually. That's why I laughed when you asked that question.
Oh my word. Okay. So how has your experience as a Heidelberg Laureate Forum HLF alumnus impacted your career and research?
Yeah, HLF. So I was shortlisted for HLF, and the program held in Germany, in Heidelberg in Germany. It was a global shortlisting for young mathematicians and computer scientists, and that program opened my eyes to a different aspect, a different group of interdisciplinary collaboration. Here in Nigeria, most of us work in silos. You see mathematicians, their research team, the members are all mathematicians, computer scientists, or you see mathematicians collaborating with computer scientists. Maybe once in a while, mathematicians and biologists, it's not so. But when I went for the HLF, I saw, for instance, there was something, an entry I submitted. It was hard. I had to do drawings, and I'm an Hawori woman, so I used the history of my place to put in a drawing, an artwork that has a mathematical foundation. And then it also opened my eyes to science reporting, for instance, that because that you studied mathematics or biochemistry does not mean that you have to play with the chemicals or the equation. You can be reporting mathematical innovations. Only you can report it better because you have the knowledge. Just anyone who studies journalism or mass communication cannot report it the way you would do. A lot of things. We played games. The mathematicians have built some games, and you would never have known that the concepts behind those games are mathematical concepts that we are taught in classes that would not apply. So I put my eyes to the fact that if we put funding, if we have funding, and we put mathematicians in a place, or we give them comfort, and we allow them to do their things. Not mathematicians alone now. Now, people in the academia generally, we allow them to do their things, to think out of the box. If somebody wakes up this morning and says that, oh, I am a biochemist, but my next research is going to be let me look at something that doesn't look biochemist. Let's about traditional religion, for example. We will easily say what our biochemistry got to do with that. But we allow that person to go into that research. If we fund it, if we support it, we'll be amazed at the results that can come out of it. So it opened my eyes to the fact that we have to allow people to think freely. Our thinking is boxed in the academia in Nigeria, I must say. But HLF opened my eyes to different, and that's why today a lot of my colleagues see me doing things differently. I'm not doing things the same way I used to do them. And if God, by God's grace, if I eventually become a part of the powers that move this country, I have actually discovered a different way to motivate people in the academia and researchers differently, because I saw that happen in Germany, and then I realized why they are doing better than we are.
Now, since you mentioned your heritage as an Awori woman, how do you think your Awori heritage and upbringing have influenced your values and approach to life?
Well, living local, because I'm not just an Awori woman, I'm not just a Lagosian. I've lived almost all my life, on less than 95% in Lagos. And not just in Lagos. I lived till, I think, the 23, 24 years of my life, I lived in my village, our core village. It's a town. I use the word village for people to be able to relate. Akeson town, actually. Yes, in Akeson town. And what that means is this. I would imagine you being in a family and you are the only one that is exposed or educated, and you need to liberate others. What are you going to do? You'll be doing everything to carry them along. You'll be doing everything to show them that they can also become who you are. You'll be doing everything to assist them. So living local, being a Awori woman, is what actually built me to become one person who wants to do a lot for others, to see others thrive, to carry others, who wants to, I would say my heritage made me the person who does not want to climb the ladder alone. Yes. Because right from when I was young, I've been doing things to carry, in my community, then there's this, popular opinion that once you are 16, 17, as you get pregnant, then you get pregnant again, you're not married, and all that. And I think that, and the moment so many girls started saying, Auntie Amina is what Auntie, and their parents started putting them to me, that was the foundation that I had that I have now extended into the bigger picture today.
Amazing. Now, in one of your quotes, you also said, I urge government and the private sector to support the education sector and provide proper welfare for university lecturers. Where did that stem from?
It's I sighed because today I'm going to I actually launched my campaign poster recently, about a month ago, and some people have been asking me. Some people said, "Oh, this is not the academia." Some people have been telling me, "Oh, you want to leave? Who do you want to leave mathematics for? Why do you want to go into this?" And then I asked them some questions. What we do down here, it's we have people up there that are policy makers. Whatever policy they make, have us down here. If you don't have people who have worn these shoes that we are wearing here up there, how do they know how to take care of the people down here? You know, we have scenarios today that a professor would retire. A year after, it will be sick, not even life-threatening, and will be contributing more. I don't think there should be anyone in the academia in India who doesn't have something as basic as health insurance. Health insurance, fully funded, and I mean the gold standard, not the one for malaria and headache. You know, so I think that the health of people in the academia matters a lot. We are exposed to a lot of hazards. People don't know. When you stand in a classroom of, like in my school, in a classroom of 100, 200, there are schools where you stand in a classroom of 50. You are prone to diseases that are airborne, that are coming from both number of students. When you talk, when you speak for hours daily, and you stretch, you are prone to another disease. When you sit at night, especially if there is no light and you have to burn candles to study, you see a lot of people in the academia battling with eye problems. I wear glasses as well. These areas need to be taken care of. I must confess, in Nigeria at that day, lecturers are not well remunerated at all. So that is what I was referring to. I am there, I see my colleagues, I see my seniors. I used to ask myself, my professors that are ahead of me, do I see my future in them? The kind of, when I become a professor, if God wills, do I want to live exactly the way they are living now? If my answer is no, what can I do in my own capacity to better their lot now, or the lot of that category of people in the future? So that is what that line is first.
I really wish we had so much time, because I still have a couple of questions to ask you, but then time is not our friend, especially for today. But on a final one, maybe in like 30 seconds, looking back on your remarkable journey, what legacy do you hope to leave behind?
That's what I've been saying. The winning and liberating spirit built on integrity. Anyway, I wish to leave a legacy for the future generation that is built on striving against all odds, winning against all odds, yet not downplaying your integrity. It has to be 10 over 10. You have to play your role without looking at others. You don't have to wait on others to make the world better in your own capacity for people around you. And don't cut corners while doing that. That is the legacy I wish to leave behind.
Thank you very much. Before we leave, we would like to leave you with this message, which is about the legacy of Dr. Aminat Ige. Plans to leave behind. I hope to inspire others to pursue excellence and make lasting contributions to the world of mathematics and beyond. What are you doing to inspire others? What will you be remembered for? That is a $1 million question that you need to ask yourself. Thank you so very much, Dr. Aminat Ige. We really appreciate you talking to us today on this program. We hope that when we call you again, you will do us the honor of obliging.
Thank you for having me, Madam Kukoyi. Of course, I'll always be here as long as we're going to be inspiring people out there.
Absolutely. And we wish you the best in 2027 as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That is it on today's episode of Message Music for Motivation on Champion 90.7 FM. Thank you for tuning in. A special thank you to the producer, Ade Obayinka. And of course to our editor and Rebecca. Thank you very much. Lamide is here. Michael is here. Tolu Lokpa is also in the studio. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much. And of course, From happy birthday to Pastor Mrs. Yemisi Wole Akinleye. Tomorrow is all about you, woman of God. This is a message from Maradesa family. Thank you very much. I remain yours sincerely, Adedoyin Kukoyi. I hope to see you again, same time, same station on Friday. Until then, have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
I don't get a lot, God the way. And I don't pay my rent, God the way. There be one for my hand, but God the way. There be one keep my joy, but God the way. I say anything them do not God the way. No, not God the way. No, not God the way, no. Anything them do not God the way. No, not God the way. No, not God the way, no. I don't change my name to God the way. I no more, I don't buy more, no. They say my market no go sell, but God the way. And then me say I no go blue, but God the way. Them my brother, let them try them. My God go win, no, my God go win. My Lord go win, no. Anything no, not God go win, no, not God go win, no, not God go win, no.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. Hotter than a fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire. Feeling catastrophe, but she knows she can fly away. Oh, she got both feet on the ground and she's burning down. Oh, she got her head in the clouds and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame. So bright she can burn your eyes. Better look the other way. You can try, but you'll never get my name. She's on top of the world. Hottest of the hottest girls say, oh, we got our feet on the ground and we're burning it down. Oh, got our head. In the clouds, and we're not coming down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire.
Champion 90.7 FM lówùlẹ̀ ìgbọ́. Má jẹ́ kó wá lómìnú, má jẹ́ kó yà ẹ́ lẹ́nu. Champion 90.7 FM. Champion 90.7 FM.
gẹ́gẹ́ láago méje alẹ́ lù láti iléeṣẹ́ Champion FM 90.7. ẹ kú àtàárọ̀ àsìkò iṣẹ́ òní ìròyìn àpapọ̀ ló ń dé sétí ìgbọ́yín láti iléeṣẹ́ Champion FM 90.7. Ọlámídé Abíọ́dún lóníròyìn ṣáájú ẹgbẹ́ kókó tó wà nínú ìròyìn ọ̀hún. Igbákejì ààrẹ Kashim Shettima àti ọ̀gọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn alẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ ló ṣe àdúrà fìdáò fún Buhari lónìí. ìwé òfin nàìjíríà kọ́ ni nǹkan ń ṣe ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn tó ń lò ó ń lọ̀rọ̀ wà. ìròyìn ọ̀hún rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. igbákejì ààrẹ kashim shettima gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ katsina dikko umar rada àti gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ borno babangana zulum wà lára àwọn èèyàn pàtàkì tó wà níbi àdúrà fìdáù tí wọ́n ṣe fún olóògbé ààrẹ muhammadu buhari nílùú daura ìpínlẹ̀ katsina. àdúrà ìjírẹ̀bẹ̀ náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ láago 12 ọ̀sán òní níbi tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn pàtàkì àwọn aṣáájú ẹ̀sìn àtàwọn ládéládé lóyèlóyè ti ṣàdúrà fún ààrẹ àná ọ̀hún. buhari fayé sílẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ àìkú ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí nílé ìwòsàn kan nílùú london tí wọ́n sì sin sílùú daura lọ́jọ́ ìṣẹ́gun àná níbi tí ààrẹ bọ́lá tinubu àti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn olórí orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ áfíríkà ti pèsè ṣẹ̀yẹ ìkẹyìn fún un. igbákejì ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí àti olùdíje du ipò ààrẹ lẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú people's democratic party pdp nínú ètò ìdìbò gbogbogbò tó wáyé lọ́dún 2023 alhaji atiku abubakar ti fi ipò rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú alátakò tó wà. atiku fi ipò rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bí ìpalẹ̀mọ́ ètò ìdìbò gbogbogbò ọdún 2027 ṣe ń kórajọ. èyí wáyé lẹ́yìn tó buwọ́lu ìdásílẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú alliance democratic congress adc nínú ìwé ìfẹgbẹ́sílẹ̀ tó fi ránṣẹ́ sí alága ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp ní wọ́ọ̀dù jádà àkọ́kọ́ níjọba ilẹ̀ jádà nípínlẹ̀ adamawa lọ́jọ́ ajé monday ọjọ́ 14 oṣù keje ọdún 2025 léyìí tí ẹ̀dà lẹ́tà ọ̀hún wà ní ojú òpó ẹ̀rọ ayélujára x rẹ̀ látọwọ́ olùrànlọ́wọ́ pàtàkì sí àtìkù lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìròyìn abdulrasheed lọ́jọ́bọ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí. ààrẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí olùṣègùn ọbásanjọ́ ti sọ pé àwọn ìpèníjà torílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà ń kojú kì í ṣe látara ìwé òfin wa bí kò ṣe láti ọwọ́ àwọn tá a fọkàn tán gbé ìṣàkóso lé lọ́wọ́ láti tukọ̀ iṣẹ́ òṣèlú orílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà. ọbásanjọ́ nínú ìwé kan tó kọ sí alága ìgbìmọ̀ àpérò lórí ọjọ́ iwájú orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí olóyè emeka anyaoku ó sọ pé ominú tó ń kọ òun kò sí lẹ́yìn àwọn tó wà nídìí ìmúṣẹ ìwé òfin orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí kì í ṣe láti kọ ìwé òfin tuntun. ó wá tẹnumọ́ pé ètò ìṣèjọba rere àti ìrànlọ́wọ́ fáwọn ará ìlú ló yẹ kó múmú lọ́kàn àwọn tó ń ṣètò ìlú nàìjíríà. nínú lẹ́tà tó kà lónìí níbi àpéjọ tó dá lórí ọjọ́ iwájú ìwé òfin ìjọba àwaarawa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ nínú gbọ̀ngàn ilé ìtura transcorp hilton ní àbújá ọbásanjọ́ tẹnumọ́ pé káfíntì kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ àti agbára òfin orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ní sílẹ̀. ó ní pàtàkì ọ̀rọ̀ ni pé pẹ̀lú ìròrí àti ìrírí òun ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn tó ń lo ìwé òfin orílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà òun lọ̀rọ̀ kù sí. ààrẹ àná ọ̀hún wá sọ pé ìwé òfin orílẹ̀‐èdè tó lálàáfíà gbọ́dọ̀ ṣàfihàn pàtàkì àṣà ìṣe ìtàn àti èròǹgbà àwọn èèyàn orílẹ̀‐èdè ọ̀hún léyìí tó ń túmọ̀ sí wípé ìwé òfin orílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà nílò àtúnṣe. Peter Obi tó jẹ́ olùdíje du ipò ààrẹ lábẹ́ àṣà ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú Labour Party nínú ètò ìdìbò ọdún 2023 ti sọ pé ìfòfin gbígbéra ọkọ̀ òfurufú ní kò jẹ́ kí òun lè wà níbi ètò ìsìnkú ààrẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí Muhammadu Buhari. Obi ṣe àlàyé yìí fún oníròyìn lónìí ní kété tó ṣe àbẹ̀wò ìbánikẹ́dùn àti ìtùnú sí ìdílé ààrẹ àná ọ̀hún dolóògbé nílùú Daura ìpínlẹ̀ Katsina. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Anambra tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ọ̀hún sọ pé ètò ìrìnnà ọkọ̀ òfurufú tí wọ́n gbé kalẹ̀ láti gba àwọn alẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ láàyè láti ṣàbẹ̀wò síbi ìsìnkú náà ló ṣokùnfà àìsí níbẹ̀ òun. Òbí sọ pé ikú olóògbé Buhari jẹ́ ìrántí tó lọ́rìn fún gbogbo olóṣèlú láti ṣiṣẹ́ sin ìlú láìsí èròǹgbà ìmọ̀ tara ẹni nìkan níbẹ̀. Nínú ìròyìn míì, ìjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti ṣètò lórí àfojúsùn láti jẹ́ kí ìpèsè iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná wa ó gbèrú sí i di 8,000 mẹ́gáwáàtì láàrin oṣù 12 sí oṣù 18 sí àsìkò tá a wà yìí. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ yìí pẹ̀lú àgbékalé ìlọsíwájú ìṣàkóso tuntun tí iléeṣẹ́ agbára orílẹ̀-èdè yìí gbé wọ̀ nípasẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Nigeria Independent System Operator NISO lásìkò tó sọ̀rọ̀ níbi àpéjọ àwọn ọ̀gá àgbà iléeṣẹ́ NISO l'Àbújá lónìí. Olùdarí gbogbogbò fún àjọ tó ń ṣàmójútó iléeṣẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ayọ̀dèjì Ìgbélẹ̀ yìí ó sọ pé bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé agbára ìpèsè iná orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ti gbẹnu sókè ju 14 mẹ́gáwáàtì lọ, ó ní agbára iná tá à ń lò sì wà ní 5.5 mẹ́gáwáàtì. Ìgbélẹ̀ yìí wá ṣàfihàn ìrètí pé ìṣàkóso agbára iná tó dára jùlọ àti ìdókòwò pàtàkì lẹ́ka iná àtàwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn pínpín yóò di ààfò láàrin agbára àti ìpèsè rẹ̀. Ó fi kún un pé ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti gba owó èlé tí iye rẹ̀ jẹ́ $500 mílíọ̀nù owó dọ́là láti báǹkì àgbáyé láti ṣènáwó ìṣàgbéga iná pínpín pẹ̀lú ìpèsè àwọn mítà iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná tí iye rẹ̀ ń lọ bíi mílíọ̀nù 3 pẹ̀lú àfikún mílíọ̀nù 3 ètò mítà tá à ń retí nípasẹ̀ àkànṣe ètò iléeṣẹ́ ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Nínú ìròyìn míì, àjọ tó ń rí sí ìwà àjẹbánu àti ìṣòwò ìlú kùmọ̀kùmọ̀ ìyẹn EFCC ti sọ pé àwọn yóò pe ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn lórí ìdájọ́ tó dá gómìnà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí nípínlẹ̀ Èkìtì Ayọ̀délé Fáyọ̀ṣe sílẹ̀ nínú ìjẹ́jọ́ ẹ̀sùn ìkówó ìlú sálọ sókè òkun àti ìwà jẹgúdújẹrá. Nínú ìdájọ́ náà ni wọ́n ti sọ pé kí Ayọ̀ Fáyọ̀ṣe máa lọ sílé rẹ̀ lálàáfíà, èyí tí onídàájọ́ Chukwujekwu Anka tẹ́jọ́ náà wà níwájú rẹ̀ ṣe. Ó sọ pé àwọn olùpẹ̀jọ́ kùnà láti fi ìdí ẹ̀rí múlẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀sùn tí wọ́n fi kan Fáyọ̀ṣe láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún gbígbọ́ ẹjọ́ ọ̀hún síwájú sí i. Lẹ́yìn ìdájọ́ náà ni Rotimi Jacobs tó jẹ́ agbẹjọ́rò àjọ EFCC ó sọ pé àwọn yóò gbìyànjú láti gba ẹ̀dà ìfọwọ́sí ìwé ìdájọ́ náà táwọn yóò sì pe ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn lórí rẹ̀ láìpẹ́. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀sùn náà ṣe ṣàlàyé, Fáyọ̀ṣe gba owó lé ní bílíọ̀nù 2 owó náírà fún ètò ìpolongo sípò gómìnà rẹ̀ lọ́dún 2014. Ó sì gba owó tí iye rẹ̀ tó mílíọ̀nù 5 owó dọ́là láti ọ̀dọ̀ ọba níkòró léyìí tí kò ní àkọsílẹ̀ ilé ìfowópamọ́ kankan. Bákan náà ni wọ́n ló kó owó tí iye rẹ̀ dín díẹ̀ ní bílíọ̀nù 2 owó náírà lọ ra àwọn ohun ìní lókè òkun, èyí tó tako ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ òfin tó jẹ mọ́ owó ná tọdún 2011. Láti ìlú Èkó, àwọn olùgbé àti àwọn oníṣòwò lágbègbè Clay bus stop lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òpópónà Kudirat Abiola Ọ̀rẹ̀mú nílùú Èkó ti ké gbàjarè sí gíwá iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá orílẹ̀-èdè yìí Káyọ̀dé Ẹgbẹ́tókun láti kó àwọn ọlọ́pàá Zone 2 oníkan níjàánu látàrí bí wọ́n ṣe ń fi tipátipá ti ilé àti ilé ìtajà àwọn èèyàn lágbègbè ọ̀hún lọ́nà tí ò bá òfin mu. Àwọn èèyàn ọ̀hún fi ẹ̀sùn kan àwọn ọlọ́pàá Zone 2 pé wọ́n lẹ̀dí àpò pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ajagunbalẹ̀ láti ti àwọn ilé gbígbé àtàwọn ilé ìtajà wọn pa láti di oṣù méjì nílẹ̀ yìí láìsí ìfitónilétí tàbí ìwé láti ilé ẹjọ́ kankan. Wọ́n ní ìgbésẹ̀ náà tako àṣẹ gíwá ọlọ́pàá orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti pé ó tàbùkù ilé ẹjọ́. Àwọn olùgbé agbègbè ọ̀hún tí ìbínú hàn lójú wọn lásìkò tí wọ́n bá àwọn oníròyìn sọ̀rọ̀ sọ pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá náà ya wọ àdúgbò àwọn bí adigunjalè ní pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ṣe dìhámọ́ra ogun láìsí ìwé kankan. Wọ́n ní irú ìwà báyìí kò gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ látọ̀dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá torí ìwà ìtìjú gbà ni. Ìròyìn láti ilẹ̀ òkèèrè. Àwọn ajàfẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ọmọnìyàn lórílẹ̀‐èdè Angola ti pèpè fún ìdáṣẹ́sílẹ̀ ìdúrólé pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ṣe múra sílẹ̀ fún ìfẹ̀hónúhàn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ owó epo tíjọba fi kún àtowó ọkọ̀ tó ti gbówó lórí. Ìròyìn náà sọ pé ọta ìbọn onírọ́bà àti gáàsì tajútajú làwọn ọlọ́pàá fi tú àwọn olùfẹ̀hónúhàn ká lásìkò tí wọ́n péjọ lágbègbè Luanda tó jẹ́ olúùlú orílẹ̀-èdè Angola lọ́jọ́ 12 oṣù keje ọdún yìí. Ọ̀kan lára àwọn ajàfẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ọmọnìyàn Adelson Manuel sọ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn olùfẹ̀hónúhàn ló farapa tí díẹ̀ nínú wọn sì ń gba ìtọ́jú nílé ìwòsàn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ lásìkò tá a wà yìí. Lẹ́yìn àdéhùn ìfòpin sí ìdáná ogun, wàhálà ìpànìyàn tún ti gbórí sókè fún bíi ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tẹ̀léra wọn níhà gúúsù orílẹ̀-èdè Syria léyìí tí ọ̀tàlénígba èèyàn ti pàdánù ẹ̀mí wọn báyìí. Èyí ṣàlékún ìdààmú àwọn àjọ tó ń rí sí ìtọ́jú ọmọnìyàn lágbègbè Sweida àtàwọn ìlú tó súnmọ́ lórílẹ̀-èdè Syria. Nínú ìròyìn eré ìdárayá, ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Bournemouth ti kówó lé àdéhùn adílémú díjọ Petrovic láti inú ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Chelsea lórí àdéhùn ọdún 5 tíye rẹ̀ tó mílíọ̀nù 25 owó pọ́ùn tó ṣe déédéé mílíọ̀nù 23 owó dọ́là. Ẹ̀yin ará, ìròyìn àpapọ̀ kò ní jù báyìí lọ láti iléeṣẹ́ Champion FM 90.7. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ Champion FM, ẹ lè máa wò wá kedere lójú òpó àwọn ẹ̀rọ ayélujára wa. Ìyẹn sáti lọ sáàchì fún Champion 90.7 FM lórí Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Kẹ́ẹ̀sì máa tẹ̀lé wa láti máa jẹ̀gbádùn àwọn ètò wa lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan àti ìròyìn. Tàbí kẹ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ wa kedere lójú òpó àgbáyé wa www.champion907fm.com. Teresa Adéyẹmí lolóòtú ìròyìn. Èmi Ọlámídé Abíọ́dún ló mú wá sí ìtìgbọ̀ yín. Ẹ ṣeun bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń tẹ́tí gbọ́ iléeṣẹ́ Champion FM 90.7. Àwọn ètò wa lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan ń tẹ̀ síwájú fún ìgbádùn yín lédè Yorùbá. Ẹ kú tẹ́tí léko.
FM we are champion. 90.7 Akínyẹ̀dé Òjòdú lámúlẹ̀ sí o. We are champion. Ìgbẹ́ láti ń dábí ẹdun tá ń rọ bí òwe. We are champion. The entertain, educate and informate o. We are champion. Ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà kájé bùgbà yín jẹ́ o. We are champion. ọba tó ń bá wa là ọba tó bá wa là ṣe adúpẹ́. Jésù o Jésù o ṣe o. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ rẹ̀ tí kò lè rí òun ló fi wẹ̀ wá nù. Jésù o Jésù o ṣe o. Jésù o Jésù o Jésù o máa ṣe. Jésù o Jésù o ṣe o. Jésù o Jésù o Jésù o ṣe o. Jésù o Jésù o ṣe o. Orin tó ṣe fún mi ò pọ̀ jù mélé gbàgbé. Jésù o Jésù o ṣe o. Jésù o Jésù o máa ṣe. Jésù o Jésù o ṣe o. Ọ̀dọ́mọdé máa ṣe tàpá sí bàbá tó bí wá sáyé. Ọ̀dọ́mọdé máa ṣe tàpá sí bàbá tó bí wá sáyé. Lọ́jọ́ ìkúnlẹ̀ abiyamọ gbọ̀ngbọ̀ sọ. Lọ́jọ́ ìkúnlẹ̀ abiyamọ gbọ̀ngbọ̀ sọ. Màmá jìyà nítorí ọmọ rẹ̀ láyé. Màmá o, màmá jìyà nítorí ọmọ rẹ̀. Àmọ̀dá ní àfẹsẹ̀gbálẹ̀ lọ́gànjọ́. Màmá o, màmá jìyà nítorí ọmọ rẹ̀. Lọ́jọ́ jíjẹ, lọ́jọ́ àìríjẹ. Màmá o, màmá jìyà nítorí ọmọ rẹ̀. Lọ́jọ́ ìgbẹ́rù mi sọ mí o, mẹ́rù mi sọ mí o lọ́nà oko. Màmá o, màmá jìyà nítorí ọmọ rẹ̀. Agbọ́mọdá ní àfẹsẹ̀gbálẹ̀ ọ̀gbọ̀njọ́. Màmá o, màmá jìyà nítorí ọmọ rẹ̀. Ọmọdé bàbá rẹ̀ yẹn jìyà ó ti ṣe sábà mí mọ́. Ó ti ṣe sọ́lọ́run ọba. Ọmọdé náà yẹrẹ yẹn jìyà ó ti ṣe sọ́lọ́run ọba. Ó ti ṣe sọ́lọ́run ọba. Bọ̀wọ̀ fún bàbá pẹ̀lú màmá tó bí ẹ láyé. Ó ti ṣe sọ́lọ́run ọba. Bọ̀wọ̀ fún bàbá pẹ̀lú màmá tó bí ẹ sáyé. Ó ti ṣe sọ́lọ́run ọba. Orí mi máa jẹ́ ìnà yẹ́ màmá tó bí mi sáyé.
ajá fún o orí àgbẹ̀ ajá fún àgbẹ̀ orí àlù ajá fún o ẹlẹ́dàá mi màmá gbàgbé mi yé o ò bá màmá já o.
orí ẹni ní gbére kò ní orí wo bí rere ẹsẹ̀ wo bí rere sí ẹ̀ o orí mi yẹ
ọjà jà fún mi dá mi yé ọjà jà fún mi.
orí mi yẹ
ọjà jà fún mi ẹ̀dá mi yé ọjà jà fún mi orí àgbẹ̀ ajá fún àgbẹ̀ orí àlùkò ajá fún o orí àgbẹ̀ ajá fún àgbẹ̀ orí àlùkò ajá fún o ẹlẹ́dàá mi màmá gbàgbé mi yóò bá màmá já o.
ọ̀rọ̀ rí ilé ayé yìí lásán ni. ọ̀rọ̀ rí ilé ayé yìí lásán ni. èyí yẹ dáadáa mọ̀
ẹ̀dá mọ̀ ṣàyè jẹ́jẹ́.
èyí yẹ dáadáa mọ̀
ẹ̀dá mọ̀ ṣàyè jẹ́jẹ́.
àtòrí láyé fẹ́
tó bá lọ síwájú a tún lọ sẹ́yìn ní.
àtòrí láyé
tó bá lọ síwájú a tún lọ sẹ́yìn ní.
ó dá mi lójú gbangba ni ó ti dá mi lójú yéké ojú kìí pẹ́ dùn kó dẹ̀dùn arinlẹ̀. Dojú bá a nìyẹn. Orí mi yẹ òjà, jà fún mi. Ẹ̀dá mi yẹ òjà, jà fún mi. Orí mi yẹ òjà, jà fún mi. Ẹ̀dá mi yẹ òjà, jà fún mi. Orí àgbẹ̀ ajá fún àgbẹ̀. Orí àlùkò ajá fún o, orí àgbẹ̀ ajá fún àgbẹ̀, orí àlùkò ajá fún o. Ẹlẹ́dàá mi máa mọ̀ gbàgbé mi yé o, kò bá màmá já o. Olówó jẹun jẹ́jẹ́ jẹun jẹ́jẹ́, òtòṣì jẹun wọ̀mù jẹun wọ̀. Olówó ń jẹun jẹ́jẹ́ jẹun jẹ́jẹ́, òtòṣì jẹun wọ̀mù jẹun wọ̀mù. Àwọn rotòṣì tó ń bọ́ lọ́rọ̀ ọjà ojú ni wọ́n yá. Àwọn rotòṣì tó ń bọ́ lọ́rọ̀ ọjà ojú ni wọ́n yá. Ojú ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣú, ìjùmọ̀ rẹ̀ ó rọ̀ dọ́dọ̀ mi. Ojú ọ̀la tó ṣú, ìjùmọ̀ rẹ̀ ó rọ̀ dọ́dọ̀ mi. Torí ra pé mọ́ra o, bá ń pẹ́ tẹ̀mí dire. Ẹni tó lówó lọ́wọ́ ṣe mímọ́ ṣe. Ẹni tó lówó lọ́wọ́ ṣe mímọ́ ṣe. Ẹni tí ò lówó lọ́wọ́ kádàrá mà ní. Ẹni tí ò lówó dání sẹ́ kádàrá mà ní.
jẹ́jẹ́. Máa lọ bí àdìyóró ní tèmi ránlájí bẹ́ẹ̀tì láì wá ní. Mú káyìlá ọmọrọ̀ náà bá ń jọ. Àdìrájí bẹ́ẹ̀tì láì ní o. Ọmọrọ̀ wa mọ̀jù. Òjìlé gbé ní ọ́fíìsì. Ọmọ wa rìn nílẹ̀ ilẹ̀ mí. Ọmọ ràkàrìbò ní rẹ́mọ. Ó wá di ilé àkàrìbò. Ọba ní rẹ́mọ. Ó di ilé àkàrìbò. Ọba ní rẹ́mọ. Ọmọ ra lọ́kọ̀ bí òyìnbó. Ọmọládé lóye lọ́sẹ̀. Ọmọ àrò ní Kòròdú ilé orí. Ọkọ rẹ̀ lájà bẹ́tì Red Rose. Sábì àti Àfẹ́kẹ́ Adé. Ọmọ arómi rẹ̀ máa gbádùn ní tìyẹ́rà tẹ̀rà sílé. Ọ̀rẹ́ alájà bẹ́tì láyé. Amúsáàdù ọmọ olówó bùsọ̀kọ̀ ní Kòròdú orí. Míkí bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Míkí bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Bàbá Mọ̀dínà ra bọ̀ lọ́rẹ́. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Bàbá tó ibú ní. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Bàbá Dúpẹ́ Mobile Òde. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Bàbá Múlíkà lóní tèmi. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Bàbá Lámì Àfọláṣadé. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Bákùwá mú. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Àjì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Míkí bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Àwọn délé rọmọ bá déyẹ. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Ọ̀rọ̀ sáké mọ̀ ń bá òde. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Àwọn wẹ́ẹ̀kẹ́ sáyé mi. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Àwọn gàdìgàdì múrínadé. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Ìmúrínadé yìí mi kan mú. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Míkí bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Àjìmíkì bàbá Mọ̀dínà. Bí kì í dára sí ni lójoojúmọ́. Bí kì í dára. Àdìyó ń dára sí ni lójoojúmọ́. Àdìyó ń dára. Ṣẹ́rí bó ti tẹ́ pẹ̀pẹ̀ bí ẹ̀fọ́ odò adágún. Àdìyó ń dára. Ìyálé tìyàwó ẹ̀kọ́ ra bọ̀ kó yẹ yín. Àdìyó ń dára. Ìbọ́sà ẹ̀jẹ̀ kànáà fi ń ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ lédè. Àdìyó ń dára. Ìyálé tìyàwó ẹ̀kọ́ ra bọ̀ kó yẹ yín. Àdìyó ń dára. Ní kí mi ò ẹ̀ máa pé o. Ní kí mi ẹ̀ ṣẹ́ mọ̀ pé. Òbí tẹ́rẹ́rẹ́ máa lọ sí ìṣòro ilé oní tèmi láyé. jèrè bàbá Fisáyọ̀ bàbá tún yí. Bàbá káwọn lè mọ bàbá òde bàbá Olúgbénga. Lẹ́yìn ọmọ olóògbòjò. Ọmọ ràtẹ́ ọjà ròṣogbo ní. Ọmọ ààrẹ òṣèlú tó ní Ọ̀yọ́ ti dùn ládòjú kò nírelé mọ́. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí ọjà rẹ̀. Kówó sí. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí ọjà rẹ̀. Lẹ́yìn wọlé mọ́ bá lóde o. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí ọjà rẹ̀. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí ọjà rẹ̀. Ní tèmi. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí ọjà rẹ̀. Àwòrán ọmọ bára bí. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí ọjà rẹ̀. Àwòrán kíkà yóò sàbí. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí ọjà rẹ̀. Ọlọ́lá mo bá òde. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí ọjà rẹ̀. Ọjọ́ gbogbo mọ̀ ní. Ọmọ ọ̀wá yẹn kówó sí ọjà rẹ̀. Láyé. Akọni mi. Akọni mi. Akọni mi. Láíláí. Akọni mi. Akọni mi. Òyìnbó ló mọ tó sẹ́kù ní Ìbàdàn bàbá ní bàbá ọ̀gá ní láì.
Champion FM 90.7 orí ni wá a ò ní dìrù láṣẹ Elédùmarè. Akẹ́yìndégbẹ̀gbọ́n rédíò ẹ ó máa ní wàrà ń ṣe ṣá o.
láti lè ṣe Champion FM 90.7 gẹ́gẹ́ láago mẹ́jọ alẹ́ lù báyìí tá aago mẹ́jọ alẹ́ tìlú ẹjọ́ lọ pàdé Ọlámídé Abíọ́dún Àrògbilẹ̀ lórí ètò tá a pè ní Bánúsọ Àgbọ̀dúnú.
Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ kún fóyè àgbọ̀ kọ́gbọ́n. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ òye ẹ̀yà yẹ jẹ́ àjọjẹ́ fóyè àgbọ̀ kọ́gbọ́n. Òye fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ètò ó ti balẹ̀ gìjà ó ti balẹ̀ gìjì. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́pọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ ẹ̀yà yẹ jẹ́ àjọjẹ́ kókó fóyè àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́pọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ ẹ̀yà yẹ jẹ́ àjọjẹ́ kókó fóyè àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n. Olùdarí ètò Ọlámídé Abíọ́dún Àròjinlẹ̀ káàbọ̀ àwọn àyè tí retí rẹ. Àròjinlẹ̀ káàbọ̀ o àwọn ayé fẹ́ gbọ́ ẹ ìwọ náà retí wọ́n làwọn lọ́yẹ̀ Ọlámídé káàbọ̀ Èkó retí rẹ wọ́n retí rẹ o. Àròjinlẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ ńlá kalẹ̀ èèyàn ayé àjọjẹ́ ètò gbogbo fòye àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n. Abíọ́dún Àròjinlẹ̀ ti dé pẹ̀lẹ́tọ̀ ètò pérégedé òdìdá tòwó tàgbàna jọ dé. Báwo la ń ṣe nígbà ìwáṣẹ̀ lójú àgbà mẹ́ta wà ẹwà nǹkan fìdí ilé ọgbọ́n ti dé. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́pọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ kún fóyè àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́pọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ òye ẹ̀yà yẹ jẹ́ àjọjẹ́ fóyè àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n. Wọ́ọ̀dẹ o òye fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ètò ó ti balẹ̀ gìjà ó ti balẹ̀ gìjì. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́pọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ ẹ̀yà yẹ jẹ́ àjọjẹ́ kókó fóyè àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́pọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ ẹ̀yà yẹ jẹ́ àjọjẹ́ kókó fóyè àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n. Olùdarí ètò Ọlámídé Abíọ́dún Àròjinlẹ̀ káàbọ̀ àwọn àyè tí ń retí rẹ. Àròjinlẹ̀ káàbọ̀ o àwọn ayé gbọ́ ẹ ìwọ náà retí wọ́n làwọn lọ́yẹ̀ Ọlámídé káàbọ̀ o Èkó retí rẹ wọ́n retí rẹ o. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́pọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ èèyàn àjọjẹ́ ètò fòye àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n. Abíọ́dún Àròjinlẹ̀ ti dé pẹ̀lẹ́tọ̀ ètò pérégedé òdáwà tòwó tàgbàna jọ dé. Báwo la ń ṣe nígbà ìwáṣẹ̀ lójú àgbà mẹ́ta wà ẹwà nǹkan fìdí ilé ọgbọ́n ti dé. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́pọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ kún fóyè àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n. Àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́pọ́n ńlá kalẹ̀ òye
Abẹ̀rù àgbà ní òtẹ́lẹ̀ pẹ́.
ẹ̀yà yẹ jẹ́ àjọjẹ́ fóyè àgbọ̀kọ́gbọ́n.
ǹjẹ́ ibi orí mi ó ti sùn ẹsẹ̀ mi mọ́ṣà ìsọ́ mi débẹ̀ o.
ètò ó ti bá
Ìkẹjà.
ìwọ náà retí wà láwọn lọ́yẹ̀ Ọlámídé káàbọ̀ wà láwọn lọ́yẹ̀ Ọlámídé káàbọ̀ Èkó retí rẹ̀ kọ́ retí rẹ̀ o àròjìnlẹ̀ tó pọ́n lákàlẹ̀ èèyàn yẹn ètò òkú fòye àgọ́ kọ́gbọ́n.
Sùúrù bàbá ìwà obìnrin ò ní wà ó lóun ò rí ilé ọkọ gbé.
kò dáwà tó tàgbàna jọ dé.
Àrògbélẹ̀ pírísẹ́ńtà ọmọdé tó gbójú ni wọ́n fi kóná ogun.
lójú àgbà mẹ́ta.
Àwọn àgbààgbà tó ní làákàyè àwọn ni wọ́n fi ń pilẹ̀ ọ̀tẹ̀. Ló fi jẹ́ wípé bọ́mọdé ṣe ń rojọ́ àìrẹ́ni bá ṣeré làwọn àgbààgbà náà ń ṣàròyé tí wọ́n ń ro àròkàn àìrẹ́ni fọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Èyí fi ń yé wa wípé ọmọdé gbọ́n àgbà gbọ́n ńlá fi dálè dé Ifẹ̀. Tówọ́ ọmọdé ò tó pẹ́pẹ́ tàwọn àgbààgbà náà ò wọ́ kèrègbè.
ètò ó ti balẹ̀ gíjà.
Òun làwọn àgbà fi ń sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn wípé ọmọdé ò jobi àgbà ò joyè ńlọrọ̀ ayé.
àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́ pọ́n lákàlẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn ayé.
Bó o ṣe nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́ mi lèmi náà nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́ rẹ làwọn náà nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́ tiwọn. Gbogbo wa lájọ ń rọ kiri kára wa àjọ ń rọ kiri kára wa ní ẹgbọ́ bẹ́jẹ̀ bá lọ sẹ́sẹ̀ tẹ́sẹ̀ ráyé ṣe yóò dà sọ́wọ́ ọwọ́ náà ó ráyé tiẹ̀ ṣe yóò lọ sójú ojú náà ó ráyé ṣe ẹ̀jẹ̀ ó lọ sí làákàyè yóò jẹ́ kí ọpọlọ náà ó ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa tó ń túmọ̀ sí wípé gbogbo wa náà báyìí àjọ ń rọ kiri kára wa ní nǹkan kan náà ní gbogbo wa ta ló wá ń jọ ẹnìkan sọ́tọ̀.
wọ́n làwọn yẹ Ọlámídé káàbọ̀ Èkó retí rẹ̀.
Ìwọ ló ń rò pé nìkan ò wúlò ìwọ ló ń rò pé kinní kan ò wúlò ìwọ ní nǹkan ọ̀hún ná kó wá mọ̀ bóyá yóò wúlò bí ò ní wúlò. Bẹ́ẹ̀yìn ò bá tí ì ní nǹkan á ní kí ni wọ́n fi ń ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n bó bá ní nǹkan ọ̀hún tán yóò mú ìwúlò rẹ̀ pé àṣọ̀hún náà wúlò. Mo fi ń sọ wípé gbogbo ẹni tó rò wípé kò wúlò yẹn ìwúlò kún ara rẹ̀ ìwọ ni kò sàn torí pé ìsúnmọ́ ẹni báyìí náà là á mọ̀ sí ẹni. Gbogbo atótónu àtàrà òye mi yìí mo fi ń kí yín káàbọ̀ ní sórí ètò tó ń pè ní bánúsọ lètò ètò ní bánúsọ ètò ọmọdé ètò àgbàlagbà ètò àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ètò ẹni tó fẹ́ lékún nímọ̀ òun náà lètò bánúsọ ní gbogbo ọjọ́rú Wednesday níkànnì Champion FM 90.7 báago mẹ́jọ bá ti ní gẹ́gẹ́ ẹ̀yìn náà mọ̀ pé ńlá mọ́ ń gbé ètò ọ̀hún dé.
ètò ó ti balẹ̀ gíjà.
Mo kí yín lákẹ́ mo kí yín lóko mo kí yín lọ́wọ́ ràngún àga o.
àròjinlẹ̀ gbọ́ pọ́n.
Mo kí yín níbì kan á sọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí.
jẹ́ àjọ jẹ́ kókó fóye.
Mo kí yín níbì kan á perí ọmọ.
ọ̀pọ̀ lákàlẹ̀.
Mo kí yín ní kọ̀ọ̀kan mo kí yín ní bàbá gbogbo bí ẹ bá ti láǹfààní láti máa gbọ́ mi láṣàlẹ̀ tòní.
olùdarí ètò.
Yóò yẹ wá kò ní yẹ ẹ́ lẹ̀ láṣẹ ọba mi Èdùmàrè ẹ kú ilé o.
àwọn àyè tí ń retí rẹ. àròjinlẹ̀ káàbọ̀ o.
Ohun tí mò ń tọ́ fún yín àlékún owó àlékún ọmọ àlékún àlàáfíà àlékún re gbogbo lọ́ọ̀dẹ̀kọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ ní gbogbo inú mọ́tò ní gbogbo àyè tẹ́ ẹ ti láǹfààní àti mọ́ gbọ́ mi ní nàkàn tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ rí kan.
Èkó retí rẹ̀ wọ́n retí rẹ̀ o.
Àlàáfíà lògùn ọrọ̀ kò ní wọ́n yín kò ní wọ́n mi kò ní wọ́n àwọn kò ní wọ́n ẹ̀yin náà kò ní wọ́n gbogbo wa láṣẹ ọba mi Èdùmàrè ẹ kú ilé o.
àgọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan Abíọ́dún àròjinlẹ̀ ti dé pẹ̀lẹ́ tó ètò pérégé.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ti mọ́ ń gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá ṣe mọ́ ń tò lẹ́sẹẹsẹ torí pé nípele tá a kọ́lé nípele tá a kọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ nípele tá a gbà tó mọ tiẹ̀ lórí ebè náà la ṣètò yìí abala àkọ́kọ́ òun ni mo pè ní ìgbàgé péréte Àríkẹ́ àmọ́ràn Àríkẹ́ ń ṣe lálẹ́ yìí Àríkẹ́ ò sínú ilé ṣùgbọ́n a láǹfààní àtijọ́ ṣe èmi àti yín náà ni. Abala ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì mo pè lábala àwíyè èwo onímọ̀ ṣàwíyè rẹ̀ láṣálẹ̀ yìí ẹ tẹ́tí yín bẹ̀lẹ̀ jẹ́ kẹ́ wá farabalẹ̀ bí apẹja ṣe ń farabalẹ̀ fún ìwọ̀ tó bá jù sódò kó lè bá àyín tó lọ́rìn gbé jáde. Abala àwíyè mo fẹ́ tún nǹkan kan wò nínú àṣà àti ìṣe Yorùbá lónìí. Abala ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta labala ṣó láyà bẹ́yìn bá ti láyà tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ mú béèrè ó yá ẹ mú béèrè kẹ́ ẹ jẹ̀bùn ní lórí ètò yìí náà ni láṣàlẹ̀ ètò ní bá a ṣe mọ́ mú wá rèé fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wá fúngbà àkọ́kọ́ ẹjá kán lọ agbami ètò ọ̀hún. Ọlámídé Abíọ́dún lórúkọ tèmi àròpilẹ̀ inú àwọn pèdèpèdè ẹ̀wú níwọ̀nrín ni mí ọmọ adálẹ̀ gbin wúrà ọmọ adálẹ̀ gbin ṣù gángan ẹ̀wú filẹ̀ àmì fún àmì ẹ̀wú tí ò jẹ́ fàbùjá ilé ìkiri hàn ni. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ lọ wò wá lójú òpó Facebook Champion 90.7 FM lójú òpó Facebook ẹ lọ síbẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ lọ wò bá a ṣe ń ṣe. Ètò Bánúsọ ó ti gbéra sọ fẹ́ni tí ò tí ì mọ̀ ẹ pè wọ́n pé ó yá gbé síbẹ̀. Àrògbélẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní Champion FM 90.7 ẹ kú lélẹ̀ kan sí.
ìwọ náà retí